Sunny skies, no clouds in sight, little wind. It's a perfect day for baseball here in North Platte, Nebraska, as the North Platte Plainsmen will look to avenge last night's loss against the Game Day Angels. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bill Wood Field. Tobias Zabore, the voice of the North Platte Plainsmen, along with you for today's ball game. Yesterday was not the game the Plainsmen had wished for against the Game Day Angels. In that one, they lost 14-8 on the bump. Yesterday, John Kluss dominated against the Plainsmen. Vincent Quintana and Ethan Witzel in the bullpen shoved him on down and did great work taking down this Plainsman team as the North Platte Plainsmen came in and make their way into today's ball game, trying to get back on the bump and win their fourth win of the season. As the Plainsmen will look to yesterday's game, Major Maiden, one of their top performers, he went 2 for 4 and was getting right. A home run, 3 runs batted in, and a double to his name. Major Maiden showcasing his powers, but on the other side, Luke Emerson and Luke Bailey. Emerson had the grand slam in the ball game. That put the Plainsmen down and out of the count. Luke Bailey went 2 for 4 with a home run to his name, as well as Nikolai Arbok receives the first pitch. Today is the last day that Nikolai Arbok will be wearing a Plainsman uniform. This will be his final game as a North Platte Plainsman before leaving town. He will get the start on the mound for North Platte as we get ready on this Saturday afternoon. On the Sunday afternoon, it's Kids Day Sunday, presented by Shrake Body Shop. As part of the festivities, the first 100 kids are getting in free to today's ball game. And we also have the people from the Golden Spike Tower down the right field line underneath the first base side party deck. They are celebrating their anniversary. So they are highlighting the railroading history here in North Platte, Nebraska. As the Plainsmen trying to get right, what they're going to look at to get right is their pitching, less so the bats. The bats have been hot and raring to go for their side. The pitching staff yesterday was not where it needed to be. The Plainsmen kept up with the Game Day Angels in terms of hits. They allowed 12 hits. They had 10 hits themselves. However, they left 10 men on base. So that's going to be one thing we look to change today, as we're going to take a look at the starting lineup. Starting with the visiting Game Day Angels, Colton Miller will lead off. He's in second base. James Harbison in center field bats second. Luke Emerson out and right. He will be batting third. Luke Bailey, the DH, will bat fourth. Brady Ingalls, he will bat fifth. And at first base, Peter Goldie will be down at shortstop batting sixth. Grant Biggins will be out in left field. He's batting seventh. Cale Porter over at third base. He'll be batting eighth. And Caleb Cancino, he'll be out and in the catching spot. He will be batting ninth. As we take a look now how the Plainsmen will take out their lineup. Cade Owens will lead it off. He's in the DH spot. He'll be followed by Kenneth Suki, who makes his return to the lineup after a day off. He will bat second and play out in right field. Ryan Kelly goes back behind the dish. He'll be followed by Nick Hockmer. Jovan Suarez in the 5-hole, trying to get right after a rough day yesterday, taking some time off before that, so he has yet to find his swing in his return to the Plainsmen. Kyle McConaughey bats sixth. Tucker Bond will be batting seventh in today's contest. Trey Runge bats eighth. He'll be down at second base. And Zach Knowlton rounds out the lineup. He will be batting ninth out in center field. As the big story on the day will be the man on the starting mound for the North Platte Plainsmen. It's Nikolai Arbok. This will be Arbok's 8th and final game pitched as a member of the North Platte Plainsmen, and it will be his first time as a starter. He's been used as a fireman throughout the season to get them out of some big jams. But after today, he will no longer be a Plainsman, so they're giving him the ball one final time. And he will be trusted with the start against a lineup yesterday that was explosive and ready to go against the Plainsmen. As they get ready in this ballgame, the Plainsmen are wearing their white uniforms with the green Plainsman script across the front, the green numbers on the back, and the white pants with their green hats with the silver NP logo on the top. The Angels yesterday wore some absolutely beautiful powder blue vests. Today, it's a blue tequila sunrise. I'd almost call it a raspberry I think I'd call it, yeah, like a blue raspberry sunrise. They have a white vest uniform with blue sleeves, and then baby blue and navy blue striping as their sunrise, powder blue numbers on the back without an outline, which is very interesting when it overlaps with the powder blue. They are also wearing their gray pants and powder blue hats with a blue brim. As the Plainsmen get ready to take the field before the national anthem, we'll take a look at the defensive side, starting with the visiting club. Caleb Consino catches. Brady Ingles is over at first. Colton Miller at second. Peter Goldie at short. Cale Porter at third. Grant Biggins in left. James Harbison in center, and Luke Emerson in right for the Plainsmen. It's going to be Arbok pitching to Kelly. Tucker Bond at first. Runge down at second. McConaughey at short. Jovan Suarez down at third. The outfield's Hockmer, Knowlton, and Kenneth Sugi. They round out the field. Have your kids learn baseball from the best on the Plains. The Plainsmen are hosting a youth camp from the 27th through the 29th from 9 a.m. to noon for ages 6 to 13 to learn the fundamentals of playing baseball. Camp costs $75 per child and includes lunch each day. Registration closes tomorrow, the 26th, so sign up today for a unique baseball learning opportunity. To register for this once-in-a-lifetime camp, visit northplatteplainsman.com or check out all of our social media accounts for more details. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. When we come back, first pitch here at Bill Wood Field between the Plainsmen and the Angels. We are back on a beautiful sunny day at Bill Wood Field as we get ready for first pitch of Game 2 of 3 between the Angels and the Plainsmen. And we're going to take a look at the lineups and defense, starting with the lineup for the visiting Game Day Angels. Colton Miller will bat first. He is at second base. He'll be followed by James Harbison, the center fielder, and Luke Emerson, the right fielder, bats third. Luke Bailey, the DH, he will be batting fourth in the cleanup spot, followed by Brady Ingles over down at first base. Peter Goldie bats sixth and is at shortstop. Grant Biggins bats seventh and is in left field. Cale Porter will be down at third base, batting eighth, and Caleb Consino will round out the lineup. He will be batting ninth. As we take a look at the defense, behind Nikolai Arbok, today's starting pitcher for the North Platte Plainsmen, it will look like this. He'll be throwing to Ryan Kelly. Tucker Bond is over at first base. Trey Runge is down at second. Kyle McConaughey over in shortstop, and at the hot corner, it's Jovan Suarez. The outfield down the left field line is Nick Hockmer. Down the right field line is Kenneth Sugi, and playing up the middle is Zach Knowlton. Arbok is making his first and final start as a North Platte Plainsman, his 8th appearance on the year. He has 13 innings pitched on the season. He's allowed 12 hits, 6 earned runs, a 4.15 ERA. He's walked 5, struck out 16, has also hit a batter, and had 1 wild pitch put against him on the year. Arbok, his last outing was in relief of Bryce Butterfield against the Greeley Grays back on the 20th of this month. That was the Tuesday game they played when the Plainsmen walked off the Grays. He came on to try and relieve some of the pressure Butterfield put on with men on base. The bases were loaded. He got a flyout to end the inning, and he cruised after that. As coming up to the plate is Colton Miller to lead us off here at 4:35 on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon in North Platte, Nebraska. 80 degrees as it stands right now. Very little wind. What little wind there is blowing just a touch outside, so very different from yesterday. As Arbok sets, and his first pitch is just outside for ball 1.
Today's game started right on time at 4:35. It is 80 degrees out. Time and temperature brought to you by the North Platte Telegraph.
Arbok sets, fires the next pitch well high, so it is 2-0. To Colton Miller, who's hitting .214 with 5 strikeouts, 3 hits to his name. He was the leadoff batter yesterday, and he went 1 for 5. The 2-0 pitch swung on and missed. There is strike 1. Arbok trying to settle on down. As the fireman, he's had appearances where he's been absolutely on point and others where he has lost his point. Today, he tries to start things off the right way, as his 2-1 offering is just high of the zone, so it is 3-1 to the leadoff batter, the lefty Miller. As the Angels wearing their vest uniforms, their colors inspired by the late 90s, early 2000s Anaheim Angels. As the 3-1 pitch is high, ball 4, so he walked him. Miller, a leadoff walk to start this ball game, and it's James Harbison. The righty, 333 coming into today, 4 strikeouts, 4 hits as well on the year. Miller down at first after the walk. Nikolai Arbok, his final appearance as a Plainsman. We had him up earlier in the year on the broadcast, and we talked about how important it was to him having that role as the fireman on this team. As the sophomore from Heidi, South Dakota, throws his first pitch, there's a line drive hit in the air to center field. It's going to drop. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding second, going to third is Colton Miller. The throw will hold the runners to the corners. So a leadoff walk and then a single right up the middle by Harbison has him at the corners with nobody out for the 3-man, Luke Emerson. And Emerson made a name for himself in an Angels uniform yesterday. He hit a grand slam off of Max Schultz. That was the last batter Schultz faced in the entire game. That ball cleared the Huber sign out in left field, just to the left of the Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau sign. That was the final run that the Angels would score all day against the Plainsmen as part of their 14-8 win. He will take ball 1 away. Emerson will wait on a 1-0 pitch from Nikolai Arbok. The throw is outside, and Ryan Kelly does a nice job to spear it. So Nikolai Arbok, who is either on point or off of it so far today, has been off of it. He has been missing. He walked the first batter, and the second man took 1 pitch to line it right into center field. As the Gateway Community College sophomore will wait on the 2-0, and he will take strike 1. So Arbok trying to find the zone. Emerson from Castle Rock, Colorado, the same hometown as Plainsman catcher Noah Prince. He is on the bench today. The 2-1 swung on through, and the count is even at 2 apiece. Arbok trying to settle down his first batter as the corners are drawn in with the middle infielders put on back and in slight double play depth. The 2-2 from the big righty Arbok. Runner goes from first, pitch is hit high in the air. Runner's going to have to retreat back to first. Coming in on his Kenneth Suki. He slides, makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Suki's throw to the plate is in front of the bag, so the run will score on a sac fly to Kenneth Suki, who went into a slide to make the catch. And Colton Miller read it perfect, saw the slide, knew he had time to run, and the speedy Miller takes on home. Staying down at first is James Harbison, and there's one man out. So with a man out and a run already in, man down at first, now it brings up Luke Bailey, the cleanup batter. Bailey went 2 for 4 yesterday. He had a big home run, 2 RBIs, scored 3 runs on his own. As the middle infielders play double play depth, Arbok's first pitch is going to be strike 1. The Plainsmen have not found good luck with double plays. On 27 opportunities this season to turn a double play, they have only converted on 6 of them. That is a 22% conversion rate. As Arbok's 0-1 pitch is down and in for strike 2. So he's quickly got him 0-2. They got their 6th double play of the year yesterday. Before that, it had been a while since the Plainsmen had turned 2. 0-2, one man out. Harbison down at first. Arbok's pitch home is fouled into the screen. So Luke Bailey, the DH, is able to stave off an out, at least for right now. He went 2 of 4 yesterday, that home run. He also had a walk. The 2 times he did get out, though, were strikeouts. Arbok. Once again in an 0-2 count, he'll fire this one on home. Swing and a miss, he got him. There's 2 men out. Arbok to Bailey, and so Bailey has gotten out 3 times against the Plainsmen in this series. All of them have been strikeouts, and he will give some words of advice to Brady Ingles, the next batter. Ingles hitting .375 on the year. Yesterday, he went 1 for 3 with 2 walks.
Now batting for the Angels, the first baseman, number 5, Brady Ingles.
He has 3 hits on his years. The infield moves back to its normal depth, with Arbok throwing his first pitch to the big righty, playing down at third base today, and it is strike 1. So he is settled down after the first 2 batters reach. A sac fly and a strike, and now is an 0-1 count. As the Angels try and tack onto an early lead. It was the Plainsmen who led in the first inning yesterday after the Major Maiden home run. The Angels tied it in the 3rd and never looked back. Check at the runner at first, but not close enough, as he's back in plenty of time. Arbok, the tallest member of the North Platte Plainsmen as it stands right now. When he leaves, that title will be passed to Max Schultz. As his 0-1 pitch fouled into the glove of Kelly, so it is 0-2. Sounded like it just caught the top part of it. To the count, 2 men out, runner at first for Arbok, pitching to Brady Ingles, trying to get out of this frame with just the 1 run. Runner goes from first, swing and a miss, he got him. The inning is over. Arbok strikes out the last 2 batters. We go for the Plainsmen batting side, trailing 1-0.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land Days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Clear Focused Eye Care, with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Arbok gets into some trouble early in the first, but he works his way out of it. We make our way bottom half of the inning. Plainsmen coming up to bat. We're going to give you their batting order right now. Cade Owens will lead off. He is the DH. He'll be followed by Kenneth Sugi out in right field. Ryan Kelly bats third as the catcher. Nick Hockmer, the cleanup batter, out in left field. Javon Suarez down in the 5 spot. He is also over at the 5 position. Kyle McConaughey down batting at 6. He's in the 6th spot as the shortstop. Tucker Bond will be hitting at first base today in replacement of Major Maiden. Trey Runge is over at 2nd. And Zach Knowlton will be batting 9th, rounding out the order in center field. The defense for the Game Day Angels will look like this. Caleb Cancino is catching. Brady Ingles is over at first. Colton Miller is down at 2nd. Peter Goldie over at short. And Cale Porter is out 3rd. The outfield left to right, Grant Biggins, James Harbison, and Luke Emerson. And on the bump is Van Hodges. Hodges has not pitched in the Game Day Angels uniform against independent opponents this season. However, at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, he went 8 1/3 innings, 0 starts over 11 games, but had 5 saves, had a 2.16 ERA with 8 strikeouts and a 281 opponent batting average. As the leadoff man, the DH, Cade Owens, comes up to hit. Owens got the day off yesterday. Now he'll get a chance as the DH to rest in the field. And this first pitch is well upstairs, so he'll take ball 1. As Van Hodges, who was at short yesterday, fires the 1-0 on home, and that one is a strike. Cade Owens holding on to the bat, so the count evens 1 apiece. Owens batting .286 on the year with a .444 on-base percentage entering today. 12 walks to his name, and he takes strike 2 on inside. So the count runs to 1-2. The pitch from Hodges, 1-2, bounces well in the dirt in front of Cade Owens, so he takes an easy ball 2. After Owens is Kenneth Sugi. As Owens on the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss at a ball low. He got him. There's out number 1. A strikeout starts the game for the Plainsmen side, and now it's Kenneth Sugi who will come up to hit. And tell me if you hear anything different as Sugi makes his way on up to the plate against the Game Day Angels. Well, if you were able to figure it out, it's a new walk-up song for Sugi as he swings to the first pitch for strike 1. He did not have a walk-up song given to us before then. Today, he gave us what he wanted, Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. As the lefty, in an 0-1 count from the righty, Hodges takes ball 1, so it goes to 1-1. Sugi has heated up ever since he had the double against the Pioneers last Sunday, which cleared the bases, gave the Plainsmen a lead, and ended up winning him the ball game. As he goes after the 1-1, but chops it foul down the right side, so we go to 1-2. To Kenneth Sugi, has walked 5 times on the year. He has 10 runs batted in. 4 of them came on the grand slam he hit last Monday in Denver, Colorado against the Rough Riders. The 1-2 pitch is high and tight, so it's 2-2. That pitch was well above the Plainsman green script, as they are wearing their white uniforms with the green script today. 2-2, swung on, hit in the air to left field. Moving over is Grant Biggins. He settles and will make the catch for out number 2. Biggins moved to his right, puts away Kenneth Sugi, and now the 3-man Ryan Kelly catching in today's game. And you talk about a man with pop on the Plainsman side, it is Ryan Kelly. The first year from Huntley, Illinois, about half an hour from Rosemont, hour and a half from Chicago. Kelly batting .400 on the year, and you look at his slugging percentage, .560, and he will take ball 1 in the dirt. So it goes to 1-0 to Ryan Kelly. As Van Hodges making his first pitching appearance for the Game Day Angels. Throws the next one high, so it is 2-0 on the very same day that Nikolai Arbok makes his final pitching appearance for the North Platte Plainsmen. 2-0 on home to Kelly. He will take that one as strike one, so Kelly trying to work the count more in his favor instead. It will just be 2-1 to him. Pitch on to Ryan Kelly, swinging a little bloop shot, going down the line towards into right field, moving over. The first baseman, Ingalls, will make the grab. Inning over. Plainsmen go 1-2-3 to start this ball game. We will make our way on to the second. 1-0 Angels, your score.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Bellwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsmen home games, and please drink responsibly.
Plainsmen go 1-2-3 in the first. We make our way to the second. They trail by 1. Arbok still on the bump. Have your kids learn baseball from the best on the Plains. The Plainsmen are hosting a youth camp from the 27th through the 29th, 9 a.m. to noon, ages 6 to 13, learning the fundamentals of baseball. Camp costs $75 per child and includes lunch each day. Registration closes tomorrow the 26th, so sign up today for a unique baseball learning opportunity. To register, visit northplatteplainsman.com or check out all our social media pages. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 for the Game Day Angels as they come up to bat in this inning. Leading off will be Peter Goldie. He'll be followed by Grant Biggins and then Cale Porter. Peter Goldie, the one man who was not in the lineup yesterday for the Game Day Angels. On this side is Goldie, hitting .429 on the year with 3 runs batted in. He's got 3 hits to his name. As he will get set against Arbok, who struggled on the first 2 batters he faced, a walk and a single. Then he settled down a sac fly, scoring the only run so far, and then 2 strikeouts. As Arbok, first pitch home, and that one is a strike to Goldie, who is down at shortstop today. From Metro State University of Denver, right in downtown Denver, Colorado. He swings at the next pitch. It's a hot shot to Suarez. Suarez on to first, and a nice stretch by Tucker Bond. There is 1 man out. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing. A hot tamale right into the glove of the third baseman. Jovan Suarez picks it up, fires it on to Tucker Bond, and quickly 1 man down here in the second to bring up Grant Biggins. Biggins is 0 for 3 at the dish. He's been hit by a pitch and struck out. At Reinhardt University, he hit .125. The first pitch he'll see is inside for strike 1. Biggins, coming out of his sophomore year, was previously at Colby Community College. As Arbok gets this inning started the right way and fires the next pitch in there and quickly has his second batter down 0-2. So a hot ground out and an 0-2 count to the lefty Biggins. As Arbok's offering home is high and away, so we go to 1-2. Arbok looking to fire on in. He's been going with the fastball. And his 1-2 is a fastball that works inside. Thought it was a strike. Ryan Kelly was ready to throw it down to third. However, home plate umpire Jason Seitz calls that one a ball, so the count is even 2-2. Arbok. Even at 2-2 with 1 man out on the throw home to the lefty is swung on, hit in the air center field. Knowlton moving over, Sugi, and it drops in front of Zach Knowlton for a base hit. That ball just dropped right in front of Zach Knowlton, and he stood up to make sure it didn't get by him. So now it's going to be the 8-hole hitter, Cale Porter, hitting .250 on the year. With 3 strikeouts and a man down at first, the middle infielders will pinch themselves to double play depth. As Cale Porter readies on for the throw home, the first from Arbok. Swung on, fouled back. It is strike one. 0-1 the count. Arbok from Heidi, South Dakota. Goes to Dakota State University. And his 0-1 pitch home to the 8-hole batter. That will be strike 2 looking. Fires a fastball outside, so it is 0-2, and Arbok has been living off that fastball so far today. Heidi, South Dakota, about 50 miles from Dakota State University, where Arbok attends. The 0-2 from the tall side armor, and that one catches the back of Cale Porter. And a high, tight fastball where he just lost control of it, smacks him in the back, and now Ryan Kelly will go out to settle down his pitcher with the 9-hole hitter, Caleb Consino, coming up to hit, who is 1 for 4 on the day. Consino came in yesterday as a replacement for Keegan Pitton late in the game. He went 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored on the day. So Consino, who will round out the lineup before it turns back to the top, and Colton Miller will wait on the first pitch from Arbok as the sidewinder will throw in strike 1 with the fastball. Arbok's hometown of Heidi, not too far outside of Brookings, South Dakota. Brookings, the home to South Dakota State University. 0-1 pitch from Arbok as he looks back the runner at second, fires on home, swung and fouled into the glove of Kelly, so it's 0-2. South Dakota State University this past season, national champions in FCS football. They defeated their rival North Dakota State. Heidi's also about an hour and a half outside of Sioux Falls. As the righty Arbok will look back and will throw the 0-2 home. It is just high of being a strikeout, so it is 1-2. As Hideyoshi Kawahara, sitting behind home plate, recording velocity, will now make his way back towards the Plainsman dugout. As Arbok, with this 1-2 on home to the 9-hole hitter, 2 on, 1 man out. Here's the pitch, swinging a fly ball in the air. Knowlton moving over, Zach Knowlton camps under it. He makes the catch, runners hold as his throw comes quickly into Kyle McConaughey. There's 2 men out. And that'll bring up the top of the order again for the Game Day Angels as Colton Miller walked to start off this ball game. Tomorrow is field trip day at Billwood Field. Bring your group for an 11 a.m. game against the Game Day Angels, the last of the series. Enjoy your morning at the ballpark for a unique baseball experience. I've always been a fan of morning baseball games myself, so I can't wait to see how that plays out tomorrow as Miller, batting .214 on the year with a walk in today's game and a run scored, will take a pitch on the bottom part of the zone, so it is 0-1. He scored on the sac fly by the 3-hitter, Luke Emerson. Biggins is down at second after the single. Cale Porter is at first after being hit by a pitch in an 0-2 count. Arbok's 0-1 home from the side dealer. Swung on and fouled through, and that was some high cheese, and he blew it by him. So it is 0-2. Arbok has been reaching for the old number 1 so far in today's game. And now in an 0-2 with 2 men out. Looking back the runner at second. He will kick and fire on home, swinging a ground ball on the infield. It's going to be fielded by Runge. Runge underhands on to first in time. The inning is over. Arbok strands 2 men on. We will make our way to the bottom of this inning. Plainsmen still trailing 1-0.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at ticketsmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
At Bellwood Field for a day of fun and music.
Van Hodges out to work his second inning. He got the Plainsmen 1, 2, 3 to start this game. Now he has to face the teeth of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as Hockmer leaves 2 men on base. Both these men going with the fastball in this game to dominate opposing batters. John Deere and Acres Equipment are proud to provide the machinery needed to keep the playing surface at Billwood Field ready to go, and they'll be more than happy to help you too. Acres Equipment sells all the John Deere equipment you'll need, from gators to tractors and all the farming machinery you could ask for. Acres is your destination for machinery, and remember, nothing runs like a Deere. As coming up to hit is Nick Hockmer. If Ryan Kelly, the last man in the order, has been the most powerful hitter, Hockmer has been the most consistent. 378 with a 440 on base percentage entering today. 5 walks, 13 runs batted in, and he takes off a pitch and hits it into the hen house for an 0-1 count. That one a fastball. Had a little bit of mustard on it. 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled back again. That one into the screen. As Hockmer is swinging through some good pitches and just making contact and hitting rockets foul behind him. But now Van Hodges has a man 0-2. His next pitch home is high and above the clock tower, so it goes to 1-2. Coming set, Hodges, the 1-2 on home, swinging a little looping liner into right field. Moving over is Emerson. That ball's going to drop by James Harbison. Hockmer rounds first. He's going to make his way into second with the stand-up double to lead off the second inning. Hockmer hit that ball all the way to the wall. It hit just below the runs assign. And if this was yesterday, Hockmer would be making his way around the base paths. But with the wind holding pretty steady today, he will settle with the double as Jovan Suarez will hit 5 runs batted in on the year. He has been a little bit cold since coming back from his trip to Hawaii. As the first pitch to Suarez, it's going to be swung on the ground. It's going to be fielded by Cal Porter. Porter on to first. Hockmer breaks for third. The throw over to the third base. It skips away. So Nick Hockmer makes his way down to third as Jovan Suarez grounds out 5-3. Hockmer broke as soon as Cale Porter threw the ball to first, and it scores the tying run. And now the Plainsmen have Kyle McConaughey on first, and with that kind of speed, the Angels are going to be wary as McConaughey has stolen 9 bags so far this season, a thief on the base paths. And that will bring up Tucker Bond, the other of the Bond boys, hitting 194 this season. Holding McConaughey at first as the first pitch is low for ball 1. The Bond brothers were featured recently by the local TV station as the players feature as that ball is hit on the ground for the shortstop, Goldie. He'll flip to second, on to first for a double play in time. Goldie from the seat of his pants goes 6-4-3 to end the inning, but the Plainsmen tie it up at 1 apiece as we make our way onto the third frame of baseball at Bellwood Field.
With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state. From Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs, Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor exploring dreams.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe.
Welcome back to the third inning we go. The Plainsmen tied it up in the bottom half of the second on the single by Kyle McConaughey. He was doubled up to end the frame. Plainsmen will face 2, 3, and 4 with Nikolai Arbok still out, toeing the slab. James Harbison will come up to hit. Harbison singled to center field. He was stranded at first in the first inning when Arbok was able to find the zone. As the tall righty will set on up and will fire his first pitch of this third inning inside for ball 1. Comes in near the belt of the center fielder Harbison, who was unable to make a play in the bottom half of the inning. That was on the RBI single, on the double, by Hockmer. On the single by McConaughey, Biggins watched it drop right in front of him as the 1-0 pitch misses away, so we go to 2-0. From Arbok to the 2-hole batter Harbison. As the righty fires on home, swinging a ground ball foul, so we go to 2-1. Heidi, South Dakota, obviously the hometown of Nikolai Arbok. It is also the hometown of Garney Henley, Canadian Football League Hall of Famer, which is relevant during the summer as the CFL has started its season. 2-1 pitches a little looper off the glove of Arbok, fielded by Runge, going the other way onto first. It's going to be too late. An incredible play by Trey Runge going the other way, but the ball slowed down a little too much after it clanged off the glove of Arbok, so that's going to be a nice infield hit for James Harbison. He's 2 for 2 to start the day. I mentioned the start of the Canadian Football League season, as I have been known to follow the sport up north, as Luke Emerson, who hit a sac fly to Kenneth Sugi in the first inning on a fantastic sliding play by Kenneth Sugi. He slid, made a catch, but because he was sliding, Colton Miller was able to tag up. First pitch is taken, and that one was a little bit of low cheese for strike 1. Arbok has been testing the fastball. His 0-1 pitch on home. Runner breaks from first, and it will hit off the knob of the bat, and maybe that caught his hand. And they will say it did catch the... We're going to wait and see if they call that, and it looks like they'll call it as catching the knob of the bat, a foul ball, and that is one that stings. It come on, got the knob of the bat, so the count will be a strike. It will go to 0-2 against him. And that's one of those where as a batter you feel really bad because it hurts. That one stings your hands, and you don't even get the hit by pitch out of it as it hits off the lumber. So now Emerson will try and shake it off and stay in that right-handed batter's box with James Harbison waiting down at first. Remember, Emerson was the man who hit the grand slam in the last game. As he will step back in here on this gorgeous Kids Day Sunday at Billwood Field, brought to us by Shrake Body Shop. Arbok, after throwing that pitch inside, gets a little bit of a lucky break with it being a foul ball off the knob shot. 0-2 with Harbison after the leadoff single waiting at first base. He broke on the last pitch. Arbok will throw home. Harbison waits, pitches inside. It's 1-2. Arbok throwing with a lot of speed, a lot of power, but right there just missed inside, and Emerson holds up with the bat. He almost checked his swing. The Sidewinder sets his 1-2 home, and that is in there for strike 3 called. Arbok gets a pair of shoes on the day. His third strikeout of the game. And that's one man down for Luke Bailey. Bailey struck out. He was the first victim for Nikolai Arbok to K up on the ball game. As the righty sets up, Harbison still down at first. Arbok, his first pitch in, fouled off. That one gets off into the parking lot. So it goes to 0-1. A lot of foul balls Arbok getting to the right side when he's not blowing baseballs right by the batters. As he comes set with the 0-1 pitch, and that is in there for strike 2. Arbok, a little paprika on the fastball. And he's got him 0-2 in the count with one man down and a runner at first. Coming set, the tall righty from South Dakota, who goes to Dakota State University. His 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. The bat in the breeze goes through it. 4th K on the day for Nikolai Arbok. And that'll bring up Brady Ingles. He struck out to end the first inning. Arbok has a strikeout in every inning except the second. He got 2 in the first, so far 2 in the third, and he's got 2 men out. The middle infielders who are not pinching into double play depth will stay right where they are. First pitch, and he takes a little bit off of it, drops his arm slot down a couple of inches, and got an 0-1 count to Ingles. Arbok will fire that one high, so it goes to 1-1. Ingles was behind the plate yesterday as a catcher. He is listed as a catcher / first baseman on the Game Day Angels roster. He is listed as the same on the roster for Colorado State University at Pueblo, where he goes to school. Ingles from Parker, Colorado. He caught yesterday's game. Hit 133 this past year in Pueblo. His 1-1 pitch is right on the inside part of the plate, so he's got him 1-2. Ingles struck out 13 times in college this past year. He has struck out 5 times this season, including his one earlier today that ended the first. Arbok with the 1-2 on home. Swing and a miss. He got him. 5 strikeouts for Nikolai Arbok. And after a leadoff single, he strikes out the next 3 batters to take us to the bottom of the inning. Game tied at 1.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsman home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsman home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats.
Trey Runge, the 8-hole hitter, will lead us off here in the bottom half of the third. Plainsmen and the Game Day Angels tied at 1 run apiece. Runge 1 for 30 on the season with the bat, and he'll swing through the first pitch for strike one. He has 13 strikeouts to his name. His one hit came last week on Monday against the Denver Rough Riders, a double to the left center gap, and he swings in the next one. That will be right at the shortstop, Goldie. He'll fire it on to first, dug out of the dirt in time by Brady Ingles. There is one man out. And that one was more of a tough play from Runge. He had a hot shot right at where Goldie was, who picked it off of a hop and quickly fired it to first. Zach Knowlton, the batter. He will take the first pitch outside for ball one. Knowlton, 172 on the season, needs a high pop up in the air to right. Emerson settling under it, moves a bit to his right, and he will have no trouble with that. There are two men out, and we switch it back to the top of the order, and Cade Owens, who led the game off with a strikeout. Cade Owens. Coming into this one, 286 coming into today's ball game. The sophomore from Papillon, Nebraska. He swings through a pitch in the dirt. It is 0-1. Papillon, Nebraska, the home of the Omaha Storm Chasers. Just outside of Omaha, Nebraska. The 0-1 pitch is low in the dirt. That will be ball one, so the count goes to 1-1. Omaha, the home of the College World Series, where right now Florida leads LSU 19-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning in game 2. 1-1 pitch is high, so it goes to 2-1. Barring a miracle, we will have game 3 tomorrow between these two in the national championship, with the winner getting the trophy. Cade Owens will wait on a 2-1 offering from Van Hodges and swings that one that was in the dirt. So it goes to 2-2. Owens not known for being the most free swinger, but today he has been already a strikeout. That was his 13th on the year. He has been in line with his walks. 2-2, swung on the ground. It's fielded back to Hodges. Hodges quickly flips it onto first. Side is retired. We will go on to the 4th inning, and stay tuned here on the Plainsman YouTube channel. We're going to have our own Peyton Ramsey joining us on the broadcast for an in-game interview, so stay tuned right here. Tobias Zabore with you on the Plainsman YouTube stream.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Clear, focused eye care with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth as we make our way to the fourth inning between the Plainsmen and the Game Day Angels. And joining us, Peyton Ramsey, one of the pitchers out of the bullpen for the Plainsmen. Peyton, thank you for joining us on the broadcast today.
Thanks for finally having me up. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's been a while. It's been a little bit too long before we've brought you up here. How are you today?
I'm doing good today. Just enjoying the day at the park with the boys.
Absolutely. So the first question I got to ask you is, when did you decide that you wanted to come and join the North Platte Plainsmen?
It was just something that I wanted to experience something new. I played summer ball in Texas before, but nothing like this. Not with as many fans as there is. So when I got the opportunity, I was like, absolutely, I'll come do it.
Yeah, and for you, who was it that reached out to you and contacted to you about potentially joining this ball club?
It was my head coach at Central Christian, Coach McNett. Coach Jones actually played for Coach McNett, and when Jonesy needed another arm, he asked McNett, and McNett got to me, and I was like, absolutely.
Yeah, and speaking of Coach Jared Jones, how does Jones been like as a head coach so far this year?
Oh, I love him. He's a great guy. He's very smart pitching-wise, too. We'll break down stuff after an inning, and it's just easy to have a conversation with him.
Yeah, and for you, once you knew that you were going to be joining this Plainsman team, what did you start doing to prepare for the summer?
I just started playing catch again. I've taken a little break from the school year and just started playing catch again with my little brother in the backyard, just like the good old days.
Arbok facing Peter Goldie, and he has him in a 1-1 count. The guy on the mound right now, Nikolai Arbok, what is especially his role in the bullpen coming in high leverage situations, meant to this team this year?
Oh man, it's meant everything for us. It's meant everything for him and I to both throw in high leverage situations so that we can help us win. I mean, he's a great competitor. He throws a lot of strikes. He's always relaxed, never seems too tense. So he's meant for the moment.
So you've been in North Platte for about a little bit over a month. What has been your favorite part about North Platte, Nebraska so far?
I think my favorite part is just getting to be up here to play baseball, honestly. Like, that's all I wanted to do this summer, was just get up here and play and meet a whole bunch of new people and enjoy the moment. Is basically what I wanted to do here.
Arbok catches Goldie looking, so the first out here, this top of the fourth inning. We noticed in the dugout earlier today, Justin Santos shaved. He looks like a completely different person. Did anything inspire that, or did he just come in today completely different?
He just came in, just wanted to, I guess he wanted a new slate. He wanted to try something new out, and I was like, well, you look different. Let's hope you throw good too. So that's all we want from our pitchers.
Biggins back at the middle. That'll be his second hit of the ball game. Going in for the rest of the summer, you've got about a month and a couple of weeks left. What are you looking to do more here in North Platte? Kind of get around the town and see some stuff.
I definitely want to see a lot more younger guys' games. That's basically what baseball is built on. The older guys teaching the younger guys, and if a couple of us make appearances at Legion games or any kind of youth games, they'll want to be more involved with playing baseball more.
Next, pitches in the dirt, skips away from Kelly. He will hold on to it. Will go Grant Biggins, so a man in scoring position with one out already. You've had one start on the year. What is the difference like for you preparing to come out of the bullpen as opposed to starting a ball game?
For me, nothing really changes. It's always attack, throw strikes, and that is one thing. When I was not starting, it was like, okay, you still got to be paying attention, but you still got to attack. Whereas rather than starting, you're just attack mode the whole time. Go throw strikes the whole game.
Your parents have been in town this week. Would you say there's been one parent who's been, how supportive have your parents been for you during your baseball career?
Oh, they've been so supportive. From driving 5 minutes to the game, or driving 23 hours to Fort Myers to have us play games in Florida. So they do a whole lot, and there's not enough I could say that would bring them gratitude to equivalent what they've done for me.
And while they've been in town so far, have you done anything fun with your parents here in North Platte?
Yeah, we went to Fort Cody. We went around and saw the wildlife, and then we went to the trading post down there on the corner of the highway just to check out some of the local stuff while they were here.
Arbok's 2-1 offering fouled off towards the dugout. I asked that question because my dad's coming into town in a couple of days, and I'm trying to figure out some ideas pretty quickly. Your start was against the Australian select team. How cool was it to get that experience to play that Australian ball club?
It was really cool. Getting to meet people from all over is always a cool. Like, baseball brings people together, whether you want to realize it or not. And it was just really cool to meet people from not even a different state, but a different country.
Arbok's second strikeout looking of this inning. So there are 2 men down. That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Caleb Cancino. Now, I got to ask you, you're not from Nebraska, and one Nebraska thing I have learned in my 1 month out here has been runzas. I have heard either very positive things or very negative things. I myself have a negative opinion on those cheesy sandwiches. What are your opinion on the runzas?
That is the one place I don't think I've really been in North Platte. And I like my food. I'm a big boy, but I've never been. Not one time.
Well, you might have to try one just to get it under your belt, and then after you try it once, they have good burgers, but maybe not another one of those runzas. As Arbok's 1-0 pitch is swung on through, count goes to 1-1. You guys got 4 uniforms. This is a question I haven't asked anybody yet, but I'm really intrigued. Do you guys have a favorite, or even you specifically, have a favorite uniform that you guys wear of the 4?
I like the white on white look because I got the white cleats, so it all looks nice. It's a jersey, but I like the whites the best. That's my opinion.
I think the whites look the cleanest out of all of them. Especially, I do like the greens a lot, though. I'd say those are probably my second favorites.
I would go green or white, and then probably gray after that one. The black one just gets too hot some days.
As the next pitch is just outside, so the count will run to 3-1 with 2 men down. Arbok pitching to the 9-hole hitter. On the bench when the Plainsmen are having a good inning, who is usually the loudest and the most up front and trying to spur on a rally?
Recently it's been Noah Soper. He's always a very loud personality, but the new guy, Matt, I think it's Matt. I'm still learning his name. He's been the 2 games. He's always down there. You could hear him the whole time.
So a 2-out walk will bring up Colton Miller, the top of the order, back to the plate. So with the College World Series going on right now, the first question I got to ask you, are you rooting for either LSU or Florida?
I don't want to root for either one of them. I wanted Wake Forest to win, but if I had to choose, I would say LSU because I like watching Skeens throw.
Well, speaking of Paul Skeens, he has talked a bit about some of his pregame rituals, eating chicken Alfredo before every single outing. Do you have a specific pregame meal that you will try and go to before a game?
If I can get a pregame meal, it's usually a Jimmy John's sandwich is usually what I will try to get.
And second question, follow-up on that, what are your thoughts on chicken Alfredo?
I'll eat it. It tastes good to me. So just depends on who's making it.
Ooh, now following up with a third question related to food, what is your favorite meal? Because this is always a good question.
I would go with ribeye steak and a baked potato. Would definitely be my favorite.
It's a pretty good option as the 1-1 is away, so it goes to 2-1. I think my favorite would have to be some kind of like BLT sandwich with a Moxie, which is a very local Maine drink that no one outside the state has ever heard of, but I highly recommend it.
They'll have to bring it down south so we can try it.
I will have to someday. You can find them online. It just doesn't ship as well.
Okay.
So also, today, Kids Day Sunday, we have the Kona Ice Truck. Have any of the guys tried the Kona Ice so far today?
I think AC got some earlier. I'm not sure. I saw him down there eating something, but it was some kind of cup.
Have you tried any of the Kona Ice that we've had when it's been here this season?
I had the cherry. That was the one I tried.
I went with the blue raspberry. I go with blue raspberry for any kind of flavor on something like that. I don't know why, but it's just the best flavor. As Arbok ready with the 2-2 on home. 2 men out, 2 on base. He will kick and fire. Swinging a ground ball on the infield. Shielded. Runge onto first, and the side is retired. Peyton, we thank you so much for joining me in the broadcast booth. Good luck on the rest of the year.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you back on sometime. Plainsmen tied 1-1 as we make our way to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Billwood Field.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates, with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Bellwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsman home games, and please drink responsibly.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine...
Kenneth Sugi up to hit as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning between the Plainsmen and the Game Day Angels. Our thanks to Peyton Ramsey for joining us on the broadcast earlier in the last half inning as the first pitch from Van Hodges is taken inside by Sugi, so it is 1-0 the count. Ramsey, we're going to try and have him on throughout the season. He requested to come up yesterday as the 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1, so it goes to 1-1. He pointed out that we hadn't had him on the broadcast yet, and with his parents in town, it felt just right that we would have Peyton Ramsey come up today. As Kenneth Sugi takes a pitch low, so it goes to 2-1. We had Sugi on the broadcast yesterday. As he comes up, we'll see if he can have any post-broadcast magic. As the 2-1 pitch takes it just inside, so the count runs to 3-1. After Sugi is Ryan Kelly. Sugi flew out to left in the last frame. Kelly popped up to the first baseman, Ingalls. As the 3-1 home swing and a ground ball over to Ingalls at first. He gloves it, flips it to the pitcher, Van Hodges, for the out. So there is 1 out. 3-1 the put out, and now Ryan Kelly with 1 down steps up to bat. Kelly popped out to end the first inning. Hitting .400 on the year entering today. As the catcher tries to pick up the Plainsmen something on base with 4, 5, and 6 due on deck after Kelly. As the first pitch to him is just in the low corner of the strike zone, so it goes 2-0-1. Pitch on home to Kelly, swings at a ball in the dirt. So we make our way now. The count is at 0-2. To Kelly, the catcher, trying to power this offense with 1 man out here in the 4th. He will take strike 3 looking, and the second strikeout of the day for Van Hodges makes it 2 down in the frame. And that will bring Nick Hockmer up to hit. Hockmer, the lefty, doubled off the runs sign out in right field. He ended up coming around to score on the single hit by Kyle McConaughey. Hockmer also serves as a pitcher on the staff. He has not been asked to throw the ball in quite a while as he fouls that one just above the press box. Count moves to 0-1. His last outing where he threw the pill was on Monday in Denver. As the true lefty waits for the pitch from the true righty, Van Hodges, swinging a foul ball again off by the press box. So a henhouse heist makes it 0-2. As Hodges will look for his third 1-2-3 inning, second in a row. The 0-2 home up high. Did he go around? He did not. Pitch was well upstairs. Hockmer holds his check, so it is now 1-2. Set is Van Hodges. His 1-2 home in the dirt, and Hockmer does a nice job of watching it and not going as he holds up. So we go to 2-2 the count. To the lefty, Hockmer doubled his last time. The pitch from the yesterday's shortstop is fouled off and on his side, so he'll stay where he is, and staying alive is Nick Hockmer. Trying to stay in the left-handed batter's box. As the 2-2 on home, swing and a ground ball on the infield, and it will be a foul ball off his foot. As Hockmer cracked that ball right off his back foot, but he will stay alive in the count to face another fouled off 5 baseballs and watch 2 more. 1 go high, 1 go low. The 2-2 from Hodges as he tries to settle the Plainsman on town. A ground ball on the infield. This one will be fielded by Goldie. Goldie to first, and it pulls him off the bag. Goes off the first base dugout, but Hockmer will hold right where he is. It was going to be a tough play, but that's going to be an error on the shortstop Goldie as Ingles was pulled way off the bag. So an error puts him on, and now Jovan Suarez comes up to bat. Suarez grounded out to Cale Porter his last time through. He was able to move the runner over from second to third. As now Jovan goes through his pre-at-bat ritual and will get ready. From Salina, Kansas, goes to Heston College, the home of Gene Mach. Ball in the dirt, skips over the head of the catcher, Cancino. Down to second goes Nick Hockmer. So an error puts him on first, and a wild pitch has him at second base and in scoring position. That hit a good few feet in front of the plate, and it bounced over the head of Caleb Cancino, and he was able to retrieve it, but not before Hockmer makes his way to second. So 1-0 to Jovan Suarez. Pitch on home. Swing and a miss. There is strike 1 to the third baseman. As Suarez looking for his first hit since the first game of the Australian doubleheader. The 1-1 pitch is just outside, so it goes to 2-1 on Jovan Suarez. Suarez's single in that first game against the Colts back on Friday has been his only hit since returning from Hawaii. He has walked a couple of times, but other than that has nothing to his name as he hits that one sky high. Moving back Ingles. Ingles settles under it, will make the catch, and the inning is over. So a 2-out error puts the Game Day Angels in a pickle, but nothing comes of it. We will make our way to the 5th inning, 1-1, your score here on the Plainsman YouTube channel.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including...
Coming up to hit the 2-hole batter for the Game Day Angels, it's James Harbison. Harbison, 2 for 2 on the day, 2 singles, facing Nikolai Arbok in the top half of the 5th inning. In a 1-1 ball game, Arbok trying to strike out what would be batter number 7. Fouls that one off behind him, so the count is 0-1 immediately. Excuse me, that would be his 8th K if he's able to do it on the day. This is his first start in a Plainsman uniform. The Plainsmen may be upset that they waited this long to start Arbok. He has had himself a day. As the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed, now it is 0-2 to the 2 batter, James Harbison. As Arbok blew it by him, some high Swiss. So it is 0-2. Arbok with the 0-2, swung on, in and out of the glove of Kelly. Kelly fires it on to first. There it is, a strikeout. Down goes Harbison, the K-man in today's game. K'd on up. There's number 8 on the day for Nikolai Arbok. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, a strikeout, and now that's going to bring up Luke Emerson. A sac fly and a strikeout looking in today's game. Emerson on the first pitch takes just away, so it is 1-0. As Arbok, in his 5th inning of work on the mound, fires the 1-0 pitch. That is back and away, so it is 1-1. The 6'8" sophomore, the tallest member of the Plainsman staff, slightly taller than Max Schultz, the lefty, who will be the new tallest Plainsman after he leaves today. Pitches low, so it goes to 2-1. Arbok from Heidi, South Dakota, town of very strong Norwegian descent. This past season, he was 13th in NAIA with 54 strikeouts. 15th in the entire country for the NAIA division as he throws his next pitch outside, so it'll be 3-1. As Luke Emerson would try and work his way on for the first time today. After him is Luke Bailey and then Brady Ingalls. Here in a 1-1 ball game, top half of the 5th inning. Pitch on home, swing and a miss, and the count goes full to 3-2. Arbok comes on set, ready to fire in a payoff pitch with 1 man out, a man already gone on strikes. Arbok's payoff delivery. Did he go after it? And it will be outside ball 4. He checks his swing. Just missed a strikeout, so it's an out and a man on base. That's going to bring up Luke Bailey, who has 2 Ks on the afternoon. Bailey had 2 for 4 day yesterday with the home run to his name. As he's got a man down at first as Arbok, the sidewinder, will get ready to throw his first pitch, trying to work with a man on. He is a man on base in every inning he's thrown, as there's a ground ball hit over to the shortstop, McConaughey. McConaughey bobbles it. He'll have no play anywhere. Kyle McConaughey looked like he could have turned 2, a double play opportunity, and that's going to be an E6. As Kyle McConaughey unable to turn it, and now that's going to bring up Brady Ingalls. The first double play opportunity the Plainsmen have had all day, as their percentage of opportunities to turn drops from 22% to about 21%. As Ingalls takes strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Arbok throws a baseball from kind of that low sidearm motion, but before the game, the Plainsmen like to warm up by throwing around a football, and that he throws mostly normal in an overarm throw. As Arbok's 0-1 pitch is high, and Ryan Kelly has to jump out of his crouch to grab it. So it's 1-1. 2 men on, just 1 man down. That was the strikeout to start the inning by the 2-hole hitter James Harbison. As Arbok with the 1-1 delivery on home will be outside for a strike. The throw is down the line into right field. Moving down to third is Emerson. Emerson gets the wave. He's going to make his way on home. Bond will not throw it into Ryan Kelly. Down to second goes Luke Bailey. So that's going to be an error on Kelly. As his throw went all the way up the line, it scores the runner who was down at second in Luke Emerson. 2 errors in the inning by the Plainsmen, their first 2 today, and it scored a run and put a man in scoring position with the 1-2 count to Ingalls. Arbok's 1-2 home swing and a miss. He got him. There is out number 2. So Nikolai Arbok works strikeout number 9. That's going to bring up Peter Goldie, who has struck out once and grounded out today. With a man at second who reached on the E6 by McConaughey, moved to second on the throwing error by Ryan Kelly. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Another play where the opposing team is able to score a run off the Plainsmen by them throwing the ball around the infield. 1-0 pitch, swung and cracked into center field. Moving over is Knowlton. That will drop in front of him. The runner gets the wave at third. Throw in is going to be just short of the plate, so a run scores. It is a 2-run ball game on the double, on the hit by Peter Goldie. So 2 across in the frame. None of them will be scored. An earned run to Nikolai Arbok. As the first man, Emerson, who scored, reached on a walk but scored on an error. Bailey reached on an error and scored on the hit. First pitch is going to be strike 1. As the Plainsmen look to end the inning with just the 2 runs done against them. They will have 6, 7, and 8 coming up to bat here in the bottom half of inning number 5. The 0-1 home from Arbok. Swing and a miss. There is strike 2, and he is 1 strike away from strikeout number 10 of the ball game. Arbok has been on fire and on point to now. He will come set. The 0-2 pitch is going to be fired on home. Swing and a high pop-up comes our way, foul side, and will land just about where we are. So it stays an 0-2 with the lefty Biggins still at the dish. Biggins 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles. Peter Goldie is down at second after the driving in a run. Pitch, swing and a miss, got him high. Make it number 10 on the day for Nikolai Arbok. He gets 3 strikeouts at the inning but allows 2 runs. It will be 3-1 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th frame.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity. We create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state. From Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs, Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor exploring dreams.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Plains.
So the count goes to 1-0. As he will take another pitch inside, we make our way to 2-0 on McConaughey. McConaughey in today's game has singled in a run. That is the only run the Plainsmen have scored. 2-0 is in there for strike one. Van Hodges still on the bump for the Game Day Angels through 4 innings. He has allowed just 2 hits, 1 run, and 2 strikeouts to his name as Nikolai Arbok has gone 5. Pitch is hit high in the air. First base side currently staying in play as Ingles moving over. The ball is in the air. First base side currently staying in play as Ingles moving over. The ball is dropped by Van Hodges in foul territory. Hodges came running in and at full speed tried to make a swiping motion on it, but could not hang on to it as he called off Cancino and Ingles. So staying alive is Kyle McConaughey on a lucky play. As we lead off this bottom of the 5th inning. 2-2 is in the dirt well in front of Kyle McConaughey. So the count runs full. Full count to the leadoff man, McConaughey. The pitch home is a swing and a ground ball on the infield, fielded by the third baseman. A fair ball onto first. It is in time. They got him. McConaughey just misses beating out an infield single, but a nice job by Cale Porter to pick it off a hop and fire it quickly onto first. There is 1 man out here in inning number 5 for Tucker Bond. He grounded into a double play that ended inning number 2. The only inning where the Plainsmen have scored a run as they trail by 2. 3-1 your score. First pitch to Bond, ground ball, chops over the dugout and clangs off the concession stand. So it's 0-1. Bond, the 0-1, swing and a miss, and now he's down on the count 0-2. In college, he had 67 total bases with a .381 on-base percentage. So far for the Plainsmen, he has not found it as he swings through the next pitch as well. So there are 2 outs on a strikeout from Tucker Bond. As now Trey Runge will come up. Runge grounded out to Peter Goldie to start inning number 3. As Van Hodges will look to work his third 1-2-3 inning of the ballgame. He almost had one in the last frame. However, Hockmer was able to earn his way on an error. Pitches in there, strike 1 on Runge, who has started the year 1 for 31 coming into this at-bat. His 1 hit was that double, and he swings on through, so now the count is 0-2. He spent his summer of 2021 with the Southside River Sharks of the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. CCBL. Down in Florida, he hit 133 with them. As the 0-2 pitch misses away, so it goes to 1-2. To Trey Runge, trying to keep the frame going. 1-2, swinging a ground ball over to the third baseman, Cal Porter. Porter on to first in time, so 2 grounds out to Cale Porter in this inning as we make our way to the 6th. 3-1 your score. Game Day Angels leading the North Platte Plainsmen.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just 1 short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsman home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages
How do the Plainsmen stay refreshed and ready on a hot day? By Gatorade. Gatorade is a proud drink provider for the North Platte Plainsmen and help to keep the team ready to face competition on a day like today, the hottest of all summer days. Our thanks to Gatorade for their support. As coming up to bat, the 8-hole hitter, Kale Porter. Porter has been hit by a pitch and struck out looking as Arbok makes his way up for his 6th inning of work on the hill. First pitch is in there, strike one. Count goes to 0-1 against him. Arbok hit strikeout number 10 of the ball game in the last inning. He struck out all 3 batters, but allowed 2 runs to score off some defensive miscues by the Plainsmen. 0-1 swung on through, and it's 0-2. Arbok throws a little bit of brie up there in the top of the zone. So now he's got the 8-hole batter, Kale Porter, 1 strike away from his 11th K on the day. That would be a Plainsman season high. Next pitch is in the dirt, clangs in front of home plate. So it's 1-2 as Kelly can't pick up the baseball. And now he will go up and talk to Arbok, try and settle him on down and work him through this next batter. Kale Porter will be followed by Caleb Cancino and Colton Miller. So Kelly will go back behind the plate. 1-2, nobody out. As Kale Porter comes set, waiting for his sign, and he will fire on the 1-2 from the side armor to the leadoff batter. Swung, fouled back into the henhouse, so we stay at 1-2. Tomorrow's game between the Plainsmen and the Game Day Angels will be a businessman special, 11 a.m. That will be part of our field trip day here at the ballpark. 1-2 on home from Arbok. It is swung on through, 11 strikeouts on the day from Nikolai, the big righty, 1 man down. That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Caleb Cancino. Tomorrow's 11 a.m. game is going to bring home some fond memories for me. 11:15 ball games, always the start time for Patriots Day for the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. Patriots Day, the 3rd Monday in April, meant to celebrate the start of the Revolutionary War and the battles of Lexington and Concord, as the first pitch to Cancino is in there for strike 1. And on every Patriots Day, the Boston Red Sox, my hometown team and favorite ball club, play an 11 a.m. ball game at Fenway Park. The 0-1 from Nikolai Arbok is going to be fouled back, so we go to 0-2. I've been to one Patriots Day game at Fenway Park. That was 2017 against the Tampa Bay Rays. I remember Stephen Wright was the starter, the knuckleballer for the Red Sox. They beat the Rays in that ball game. Those games a little more special now, 10 years after what happened in 2013 during the Boston Marathon. As that ball is looped into center field, coming in on his Knowlton, he's going to wait on the hop. It'll get by him, but staying at first base is going to be Cancino. So a single with 1 out here in the frame. That's going to ring up Colton Miller. Obviously, after the marathon bombings in 2013, the Red Sox wearing their Boston Strong jerseys on Patriots Day. Those 11 a.m. ball games now mean something a little bit more, as we're going to have a pinch runner down at first base for Cancino. The catcher will get run for. We're going to see who the Game Day Angels are bringing on down there at first. Now back to the top of the order, it's Colton Miller. Miller, 2 ground outs to Runge and a walk that led off the ball game. He scored on that. Checks the runner at first, and Bond has to twirl around to make a play on it and not let the ball roll off towards the Kona ice truck. So it stays before the first pitch of the lefty Miller, one of two lefties in the lineup today. Grant Biggins, the other one, who has been 2 for 3. First pitch shows bunt is away, so it is 1-0. As Miller trying to lay one down and move the runner over. We'll see if they go for it again here on a 1-0, or if that was just going to be a first one, as Jovan Suarez is playing in on the grass. 0-1, he'll keep the bat on his shoulder. Runner breaks for second, throw down. It is in time, they got him. Ryan Kelly, a seed to Kyle McConaughey. There's 2 men out. So now there are 2 men out and a 2-0 count. With the lefty Miller still up to bat. As Arbok sets on home with a 2-0, just low, so we go to 3-0. So after the caught stealing from Kelly to McConaughey, it is now 3-0 and risk of a 2-out walk that would bring up the 2-hole batter, James Harbison. As Arbok steps back off the mound, there has been a defensive change in this ballgame. Runge is no longer the second baseman. Rui Yoshida is now playing over at the second base bag. 3-0, that'll be strike one as it just clips the inside part of the plate. Runge ended the last inning with a ground out 4-3. So the Plainsmen bring on Rui Yoshida to play some defense. As the 3-1 home from Arbok is swung on, hit back towards the left side, getting out of play to the road. So the count is 3-2. To Miller. In a full count with 2 men out after the caught stealing, got Cancino out. Full count on home is inside, he walked him. Arbok loses the batter, so a 2-out walk after the caught stealing puts Miller at first and James Harbison up to bat. Harbison, the K-man of this ball game, struck out his last time up. That made the home rooting aggregate quite happy. And so now Arbok coming in, waiting on his first sign from Ryan Kelly. He's got it, come set, and will fire on home. First pitch is away for ball 1. Kelly grabs it in the other batter's box, and Miller will hold at first base. Haiti, South Dakota, the hometown of Nikolai Arbok, is the county seat of Hamlin County, and its name derived from the practice of tying hay bundles together to be burned on the prairie. As the next pitch is in there for strike one, so it goes to 1-1, hence the name Haiti, South Dakota. Never seen hay bales burned on a field, but back home in Maine every fall are the blueberry barren burns. Those are a sight to behold. As the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Now the count is 1-2. Arbok working his longest day on the mound in his final game as a Plainsman, likely on his way here in the 6th inning. Trying to end the frame. He will come set. Fires the 1-2 home. Foul ball, a hen house heist. That makes the home fans disappointed as they want the K-Man to go down. He struck out his last time up, and that meant half-off drinks for everybody in the ballpark. If he can do it again, that would make everybody happy, and once again, also make our baseball operations intern Levi happy, who selects the K-Man before games. Chuck was the one who did it today, our owner. So I gave false praise to Levi. Maybe he'll select a good K-Man one day. As Arbok sets and is 1-2 on home. Swing and a miss, he got him. Another strikeout for Nikolai Arbok. make it number 12 of the ball game as the entire dugout empties to meet him. His final game as a North Platte Plainsman, and what a game it has been. 12 strikeouts, 6 hits allowed. He has stranded mostly all of them. Likely his day is over. We make our way to the bottom of the sixth. The Plainsmen would like to pick up an incredible outing by Arbok.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at ticketsmarter.com.
Clear, focused eye care with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
The Plainsmen would like to pick up an incredible outing from Nikolai Arbok. By the way the last inning ended, it appears his day will be done, and if it is, what a game. He has gone 6 innings, 12 strikeouts as the Plainsmen trail by 2. It'll be 9-1-2. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, they trail by 2 runs. It'll be Zach Knowlton, Cade Owens, and Kenneth Sugi. Neither of those 3 have found their way on base today. Collectively, they are 0 for 5. Knowlton flew out to Luke Emerson back in inning number 3. He will now lead it off. He pops a bunt up, getting out of play, so the count is 0-1. As Max Schultz tries to make a barehanded grab on top of the dugout. However, he cannot do it, so the ball will roll to a kid. And so Knowlton left to pick the bat back on up. We'll see if they try and bunt him back on again. 0-1 the count. He will hold the bat at his shoulders and watch a pitch miss low, so it goes to 1-1 on Knowlton. The sophomore from Spring Hill, Kansas, will face a 1-1 pitch now and take strike 2 on inside. Spring Hill is just south of Kansas City. The town was named after a village near Mobile, Alabama. As the 1-2 is swung on and missed in the dirt. Knowlton didn't know the catcher had missed it, and he will just walk his way back to the dugout and accept the strikeout. There is going to be 1 man out. And now Cade Owens, the leadoff batter, will come up. After the 4th strikeout thrown, a lefty is warming in the Angels bullpen as the Plainsmen still trail by 2. Van Hodges has had himself some kind of outing. Cade Owens takes ball 1 high. He has struck out, that started the game. He also grounded out back to Hodges to end the 3rd inning. Plainsmen have had just 3 base runners today. Swing and a miss. It goes to 1-1. Hockmer doubled. McConaughey is singled. And Hockmer has also reached on an error. Those are the only men who have touched a bag for the Plainsmen, as the 1-1 is in there for strike 2. So Owens down 1-2 in the count. He entered today with 12 strikeouts. He currently has 13 on the year, in danger now of K14. As the 1-2 bounces in the dirt, a nice job by Consino to bring it back up and fire it onto Van Hodges. Consino, first year from Northeast Community College in Nebraska. Owens fouls that one off on the right side, gets out of play into the bleachers. The same school that Consino is a catcher at is the same school that Cade Owens also attends, Northeastern Community College in Nebraska. As the 2-2 on home is just high and away, so it goes full. With 1 man out, Cade Owens trying to reach for Kenneth Sugi, who has not been able to rekindle some of his magic from early in the week. Full count home, ground ball on the infield, fielded by Peter Goldie. Goldie steps onto first, and a nice pick by Brady Ingles just off the dirt, so there are 2 outs now for Kenneth Sugi, who changed his walk-up song today from just an unofficial walk-up song of Tokyo Drift to Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. Sugi, the lefty, on the first pitch, will swing and hit a seed out into right field. That ball's going to get down for at least 1, possibly 2. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Sugi turning hard into second. He will stop there. A stand-up 2-out double for the right fielder, Sugi. Sugi sends that one uptown, and now it brings up the 3-hitter, Ryan Kelly, as the tying run. Sugi down at second. His first hit of the day. As the Plainsmen trail by 2 runs in the 6th inning, if they can score some kind of runs here and at least tie the game, they would get Arbok off the hook for a loss. It would be a loss that Nikolai Arbok would absolutely not deserve. As the first pitch of the catcher, Kelly, is in the dirt, and a nice block by Consigno to keep Sugi honest at the second base bag. With 2 men out, and the righty Kelly coming set is Van Hodges. 1-2 on home high, so it goes to 2-0. To Ryan Kelly, who has slugged .560 coming into today's ball game. He has powered the ball like no other Plainsman. The 2-0 pitch swung on the ground, foul, so we go to 2-1. As we take a look at the final score over in Omaha, Nebraska in the College World Series, 24-4, Florida demolished Louisiana State. Jack Caglione hit 2 home runs in the rout, so there will be a Game 3 tomorrow, winner take all. I did say that LSU was going to win the College World Series, so I'll have to sweat a little bit tomorrow. As the 2-1 on home from Van Hodges is going to be strike 2. Kelly took it all the way and none too pleased. So the count will move even. 2-2, 2 out, runner at second base, so deuces all around. Plainsmen trailing by 2. Hodges, 2-2 home, swinging a ground ball over to short. Goldie fields it, has trouble with it. He will have no play at first. Sugi down to third, and there are men at the corners with 2 outs, and Nick Hochmer up to hit. That ball's going to be ruled a hit. It was going to be a tough play for Goldie, but he bobbled it on the ground, as now one of the coaches for the Game Day Angels come out to talk, and it looks like it's going to be the pitching coach, Mike Zarugo. Zarugo, one of the members of the staff, he serves as the pitching coach for this side. Back in 2018, played for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, the sister team to the North Platte Plainsmen, same team that our owner Chuck Heeman owns, out in Gering, Nebraska. As we have a vulture flying over us at Billwood Field, a very pretty bird, heading off trying to find some food, as Zarugo, who played for the Pioneers back in 2018, a few years ago, will try and calm his starting pitcher Van Hodges down. He will make his way back to the dugout. There are 2 on and 2 out. Kenneth Sugi is at third. Kelly is at first, serving as the tying run. However, he is at first no more, so a pinch runner brought on. It's going to be Carmelo Ortiz.
Pinch runner at first base is Carmelo Ortiz, and stepping into the plate, he's our left fielder. He's Nick Hochmer.
Ortiz, speedier than Ryan Kelly, so they'll give him the shot down at first. Nick Hochmer over to lead it off. It's a ground ball foul, first base side. Brady Ingles did everything he could to turn that into a fair ball. He's trying to snag it before it got in, and he does the it was a catch motion. However, that ball did go foul, so the count is 0-1 on to Hockmer, who has yet to have his big moment in terms of driving him in. He had a double to the runs assign and scored the only Plainsman run of the day. Next pitch is high for ball 1. So we go to 1-1 with the lefty warming in the Angels bullpen. They had 2 lefties go yesterday in John Kluss and Ethan Witzel. The 1-1 home, swinging a line drive, that's through the right side, a base hit. Kenneth Sugi will score. It's a 1-run game. Down to third. It's going to go Carmelo Ortiz. He slides into third. The throw gets away from the third baseman. Ortiz is slipping. He'll go back into the bag. Down to second will go Nick Hockmer. A run scores in Kenneth Sugi. The throw got away and up the line from the third baseman, but Carmelo Ortiz was unable to get good footing on it, so he has to make his way back to the bag, lest avoid being out and ending the inning. So he's down to third. And with Nick Hockmer over at second, that's going to bring up the next batter, Jovan Suarez. Suarez, 0 for 2 on the day. The first pitch is hit high in the air to right field. That will move Luke Emerson over. He nestles under it, makes the catch. Inning is over. So one pitch gets the Angels out of it. It's a 1-run game after Nick Hockmer hits a single into the outfield. We go to the 7th inning. 3-2 Angels, your score.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates, with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Bellwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsman home games, and please drink responsibly.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates, with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Nikolai Arbok for one final time as a North Platte Plainsman, and what a day he turned. 6 innings on the bump, 6 hits allowed, 3 runs, only 1 earned against him. He walked 4 batters, but the number that's going to stand out, 12 strikeouts. As he settled down the Angels, we make our way to the 7th inning in a 1-run game, and a new man on the mound for the Plainsmen, and not just new to the ball game, but new to the team this year. It is Nick Flores. Flores joined the team just the other day, coming in from Casper. He was part of the Casper Spuds. Last summer, he was on the Casper Horseheads, the team that Chuck and Myra Heeman owned. So that is his connection to North Platte before this season as Flores. Senior from Oak Cliff, Texas, pitches at Frank Phillips College. He went 35 1/3 with Frank Phillips in 2021. And now he makes his Plainsman debut, as Luke Emerson will come up to bat. Flores' first pitch in the Plainsman white and green is a strike to Luke Emerson. He's got him 0-1 in the count. He'll have to face 3, 4, and 5 and try and keep this inning settled on down. The 0-1 pitch swung on through. It is 0-2. Flores in 22 games had 1 started for the Horseheads last year, 36 1/3. He struck out 29 batters. That included 3 in 2 1/3 against the Spearfish Sasquatch. Throws the next one high, so it goes to 1-2. He also struck out 3 against the Sasquatch again, and once against the Hastings Sodbusters did he K 3 men on up. As he faces a 1-2 to Luke Emerson, the next pitch is just high, so the count evens at 2 apiece. He also played 1 game as a hitter. He went 0 for 1 of the dish against the then Canyon County Spuds. Set and fires. The 2-2 swing and a miss. The first batter Flores faces as a North Platte Plainsman. He struck him on out. There's one down in inning number 7. That'll bring up Luke Bailey to the dish. Bailey today, 2 strikeouts. He reached on an error and scored. So far, the run he scored back in the 5th inning off the error is the difference in this game. That made it 3-1, Game Day Angels. First pitch, swinging a hot shot. That's going to get through the left side, a base hit. It found the hole between Trey Runge and Suarez. So that's a single through the left side. That will bring up Brady Ingalls. So Ingalls, the righty, 0 for 3 today. And his 0 for 3 is 3 strikeouts. Checks the runner at first. He's back beneath the tag. So we stay where we are. Before the first pitch thrown to the first baseman in today's game, who's had a good day defensively. Offensively, he is looking for a jolt, and he takes strike 1. Flores from Dallas, Texas. Oak Cliff is a neighborhood in Dallas, just south of the center of the city. As the 0-1 on home is a pitch just well in front of the plate, so Ryan Kelly spears it and fires it on back. Goes to 1-1. Coming set and firing on home, and it is just high, so we go to 2-1. To Brady Ingalls, who was hitting .375 on the year entering today's ballgame. 3 hits, 4 strikeouts to his name today. He has made that 7 Ks, and he takes strike 2, so we're all even at 2 apiece. With 1 man out and a runner down at first in Luke Bailey after he hit a single past the third baseman, Jovan Suarez. Flores, the lefty, waits for his sign from Ryan Kelly. He's got it, settles, and I'll check the runner at first, but he's back in time. Tried to surprise him, but was unable to catch him sleeping. The Plainsmen had a good day picking runners off of first against the Denver Rough Riders back on last Monday. Today, the Game Day Angels seem to be a little bit more in tune with what's happening on the mound. As the 2-2 from Flores will find its way home, and it's well high and away, so Kelly stands and holds on to it. Count runs full with 1 man out. To the 5-hole hitter, Brady Ingalls. Plainsmen trailing by just a run. They'd like to keep it that way heading into the bottom half of inning number 7. Sets is Flores. He kicks the full count pitch on home, swinging a ground ball. It's going to be over for Rui Yoshida. Yoshida to McConaughey. A throw is high of the first baseman, trips over the bag. So he will be safe at first. A nice shovel play by Rui Yoshida. But Ingles makes his way up to first base. And that is going to be a close one. It will be ruled a fielder's choice. And you can argue that if the shortstop doesn't trip over the second base bag, they turn a double play. So that's going to bring up Pete Goldie. Goldie takes a pitch. It skips away from Ryan Kelly, gets off towards the Angels dugout. Down to second goes Ingles. He will stop there. So a pitch well outside. A wild pitch to Goldie. So now it is 1-0 with a runner at second, 2 men out in the frame as Nick Flores tries to get through this inning. 1-0. Flores kicks on home. Swinging a line drive in the air, left center field. That ball is going to get past the left fielder, Hochmer. It's going to score a run. Down to second will move Goldie. Nick Hochmer ranged all the way to his left. It looked like he was going to have a play on it. Instead, the ball skips past him, rolls to the wall. Down at second goes Goldie. It's back to being a 2-run game, 4-2. As that will be an error on Nick Hochmer. As the ball skips away from him, so the run, the fielder's choice, what could have been a double play, scores on the air. Now Grant Biggins will come up to the bat. The lefty, 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and a strikeout. Flores' first pitch is low. That's ball 1. Want to know the count? Plainsmen have allowed a run here in the top of the 7th. They now trail once again by 2. Flores kicks and deals on home. Swing and a miss. There is strike 1, so the count goes to 1-1. Plainsmen trying to get out of the frame with just the 1 run of damage done against them. As Flores trying to settle on down. He will fire on home with a 1-1 in the dirt. A nice block by Ryan Kelly, who scoops it and keeps it in front of him, so it goes to 2-1. Readying is Flores in a 2-1 count from Franks Phillips College. He's got a man on second. The 2-1 pitch is high, so it goes to 3-1 to the 7-hole batter. After Biggins will be Cale Porter. Biggins in a 3-1 count with a man on second. His pitch on home, swing and a miss, and the count runs full to 3-2. Hit a 3-2 count to start the inning. He struck out Luke Emerson. Since then, there have been a single, a fielder's choice, and an error. He will try and end this inning with just the 1 run of damage done, which was done on the error, so it won't be counted against Flores' outing. The full delivery on home with 2 men down. The runner at second will hold. Pitch is in the dirt. It skips away. So down to third goes Goldie. On to first on the walk goes Grant Biggins. And now Cale Porter moves on up. Porter has struck out twice in this game. He has also been plunked. Those were all against Nikolai Arbok as the Angels are facing their first time against Flores. He swings at a fastball that is low for 0-1. Flores reached back and put a lot of heat on it. So it is 0-1 to Porter, who's 3 for 12 on the year coming into this at-bat. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. There is strike number 2. 2 Ks on the day already. To Porter. As Flores sets, trying to settle down the side, he's got him in an 0-2 count. The pitch on home. Swinging a foul ball off towards the right side, so we stay right where we are. Flores has him 0-2. With a man down at third and a man at first after a walk and a wild pitch. His throw on home. In the dirt, it'll skip away from Ryan Kelly. Here comes a runner. Scoring is Peter Goldie. It is 5-2. Game Day Angels. Down to second goes Grant Biggins. The third wild pitch in the inning. That scores Goldie. It is now 5-2 Game Day Angels. They have plated 2 in this frame. That is the second time in 3 innings that 2 runs have scored for the Angels in a frame. As the 1-2 on home, swing and a miss, he got him. Down goes Cale Porter, and the side is retired. 2 runs come across, though, for the Angels. It'll be a 3-run ball game as we make our way to the bottom of the 7th. 5-2 your score.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
Rui Yoshida will lead us off here in the bottom half of inning number 7. His first at-bat here of the ball game, and his first at-bat under his new walk-up song. He requested it before today. A Japanese kids show song. As he will come up to bat to lead off the bottom of the 7th. So Yoshida, as we figure out some of the things that happen, Rui Yoshida comes up. He will be at second base. Runge switches from second to short. Pitches in there, strike one on Rui Yoshida. The new pitcher on the mound, Vincent Quintana. Quintana went an inning yesterday. He allowed a run on 2 walks and a hit, and the next pitch is outside for ball 1. Quintana, the righty, number 42, throws on home. The bat shatters. It's a little liner right over to Cale Porter. There is one man out. The bat went into 3 pieces. There's the end piece, the middle piece, and the handle. The handle is still in Rui Yoshida's hand. The end piece went almost all the way to third, and the middle piece went halfway up the line. So the bat literally splinters into thirds to bring Tucker Bond up to hit. I've seen bats break. I've never seen a bat break that bad. That wasn't just broken, that was shattered. And if I'm going to be smart, I can go down there, pick up those pieces of wood, bring them back home, and I got some good fire starter come wintertime. Those will fit just perfectly in the hearth we have back home, as Bond will take strike one, as Yoshida hands out pieces of the splintered bat. So 0-1 to Bond, who is 0 for 2 on the day, and he takes strike two. So the count now runs to 0-2 here in this ball game. Bond hit 194 entering today, and he takes ball one outside. Tucker and Sam from Georgetown, Texas, both joining the Plainsmen on the year, takes ball one low and away in the dirt. Georgetown is just north of Round Rock, which is north of Austin. Round Rock, obviously the AA home for the Round Rock Express of the Texas League. 2-2, taken, strike three called against Tucker Bond, his second K on the day. There's out number 2 here in inning number 7. As Trey Runge, who is now the shortstop, comes on to hit. He is 0 for 2. He is grounded out twice to the left side. Facing as the third batter, Vincent Quintana will face here in the ball game. Takes high and tight for ball one. Quintana, this is the second time we've seen him, as we've already mentioned, and the second time we've all been perplexed by the fact that he wears number 42 on the mound. The 1-0 pitch swung on through, so it's 1-1. 42 retired by Major League Baseball in honor of Jackie Robinson, who broke the color barrier in 1947. The 1-1 taken, ball two. And even though the number is not officially retired here for the Plainsmen, it is pretty much as official as you can get for retirement on a number, as no one wears it. That's a number that we will not be giving out, as the 2-1 hit high in the air on the right side. Miller and Ingalls moving over. Miller's got it, and a pop-out ends the inning. Plainsmen can't get anything through. They will still trail by 3 as we head to inning number 8.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity. We create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state, from Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs. Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor exploring dreams.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains
We always stay here for the Dizzy Bat races. You know we can't miss it. As host family versus biological family. And a new pitcher on the mound for the North Platte Plainsmen, Matt Slowick, the other new kid, will come up on the bump. Slowick, a righty, making his Plainsman debut. The senior from Lubbock, Texas, goes to Western Texas Community College, and he will face 9-1-2. Cancino takes a ball low in the dirt for ball one. Spent a year with Texas A&M, Texarkana before that. And the past 2 years, he pitched in 2021 with the Badlands Big Sticks, 2022, the Gem City Bison. With the Bison, he pitched 30 innings, had a 6.00 ERA, pitches just outside 2-0. As Cancino waiting for the 2-0. Swing on through. The count now goes to 2-1. Slowick struck out 26 batters in 2022 with the Gem City Bison. He struck out 11 in 2021 with the Big Sticks up in Dickinson, North Dakota. 2-1. That ball is hit high in the air to left field. Coming in on it, Hockmer going foul. That ball will hit foul. So we stay and go to 2-2. Excuse me, is Best the new batter. Trying to lead it off here. Gets something against Slowick. And there's a fly ball hit in the air left field. It's going to get over the head of Runge, the shortstop. Bounce in front of Hockmer. So there is a leadoff single for Owen Best, the lefty. That will start inning number 8. For the Angels, that they try and extend their 3-run lead against the Plainsmen. And that's going to bring up Colton Miller, at least as the scheduled batter. Miller, number 23. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 walks, however. He walked back in the 6th. That was the last man that Nikolai Arbok allowed on base. He shows bunt, but has to take a pitch well inside, so it goes to 1-0. As Slowick, the big righty from Lubbock, Texas, will try and settle on down and get through without allowing all that much against him. Shows bunt, hits it fair. It's going to be a tough play for Ryan Kelly. He'll have just one down to first. The throw is on time, but the sac bunt works to perfection. 2-3 the put out. So there's 1 out and a man in scoring position for the heart of the order. 2 and 3 due up next. James Harbison, he'll be followed by Luke Emerson. Harbison coming on up. He has 2 singles in the ball game and 2 strikeouts. Slowick will come up. He comes set, and with his first offering, he will fire on home. Swing and a miss. There's strike one as we have Elizabeth, one of our social media and photography interns, joining us in the broadcast booth. Liz, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Toby?
I am quite good. So the first question I'm going to ask you, it's the same question I ask every intern, and unlike Levi, I see you haven't had to write it down. What is it that you do for the team?
I am one of the photo and social media interns, so take photos and then post them all over the internet.
Harbison takes the pitch outside, so the count runs to 0-2. When did you first find out about the Plainsmen, and what got you out to North Platte?
I would say I found out about the Plainsmen maybe like 6 months ago when I was scouring the internet for jobs. And yeah, a job offer, or internship offer, I should say, that I couldn't refuse got me out here for the summer. So here I am now.
Next pitch is well high, so the count runs to 1-2. Now the next question I have to ask you, because I brought this up with Levi and I brought this up with Nicole when I've had both of them on, but you cook a mean Stouffer's lasagna during family dinner night. What makes those lasagnas so special? I don't know why. I have never had a frozen lasagna that good. Is there a secret?
I'm just really good at preheating the oven.
Is there any special way you can teach me how you preheat the oven?
Yeah, the key is to get an oven that takes about 45 years to heat up.
As the next throw by Yoshida pulls Bond off the base. So they're going to have another man on. Runners at the corners. with one man out. How did family dinner nights come about? Tell everyone out there, because I feel like it grew organically, but that kind of has been a staple of the internship experience so far.
Yeah, I think since we were living in the dorms, we're all close to each other. We wanted to hang out, like get to know each other better, and it kind of just happened because dinner was the only time we all had free between like second jobs or being in the office. So we just have dinner when we can, all together.
Well, Luke Emerson will come up with runners at the corners and one man out. He will take ball one off and inside. What has been your favorite part about being an intern with the Plainsmen so far?
I think getting to see all the different personalities in the dugout. You know, I'm one of the few who's lucky or unlucky enough to be in the dugout.
Depends on how you view it.
Yeah, be in the dugout during the game. So you get to learn a lot about the players and their little quirks.
Foul ball right side, but it will come way short of hitting the Kona ice truck. I've been really rooting for a foul ball to hit something out that way.
Not the Kona ice truck. It can hit anything else.
Okay, but like, if we can get free Kona ice out of it, could that be something that happens? Who has been your favorite personality in the dugout of all those guys?
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna go with a silent sleeper in Trey.
Ooh.
He's very quiet, but when he talks, it's very interesting, and he's a lot of fun when like the kids want autographs and pictures and stuff. So he's definitely one of my favorite in the dugout.
Trey is very good with kids. I don't know why he's the one on the team that is like the one with kids, but surprisingly, it is Trey as a 2-1 count onto Emerson from Slowick. Will be hit in the air on the infield. Moving back is Runge. And just as we bring him up, he settles it under it for 2 men down. So now I got to ask you, you're from LA, you're from California. There are a lot of differences between California and the middle of Nebraska, just as there are differences between Maine and the middle of Nebraska.
There are lots of differences. This place is tiny and has terrifying weather at times.
Yeah, I was going to say the other night was a weather experience to be sure. Now, I was sleeping through it, but can you describe what was going on? Because I haven't found anyone who's been able to describe it to me yet.
Well, I guess we were on tornado watch, so there were 80-mile-per-hour winds and thunderstorms. The sky was actually lit up, like, for an hour straight, just with constant lightning. So it was terrifying when you're not used to any of that.
Again, I'm sure this is not going to make my mom happy, but I was sleeping through the whole thing, so if a tornado did hit, I wasn't going to know about it. Sorry, Mom.
Toby's mom, if you're listening, we will get him out of the house. We will protect him, I promise.
I don't know if they can wake me up. I will stay fully asleep. I don't. Corey would have woken me up, or Levi.
We'll just carry you into the little tornado shelter. Don't worry about
you can push me under a bed. I'm sure I will be fine as the 0-2 pitch is fouled back, so we stay right where we are on the count 0-2. What has been your favorite part about the North Platte community? Because it has been a very interesting experience getting to know this town over the last month.
Yeah, I think my favorite part is just how nice everyone is. They've been really welcoming with the team and the players and the interns. So just getting to know people throughout the place and learning a lot more about North Platte. And there's a surprising amount of events that actually happen here.
Yeah, and speaking on those events, you've done a couple of them and been with the team for some of them. What has been your favorite community event that you have gone to with the Plainsmen?
My favorite one so far was definitely the reading at the library, and we get to do that again, which I'm super excited about. But the players, we had Peyton Ramsey and Trey Runge. They came out and read to some kids. The kids loved it. They were very excited to have the baseball players out there, and the players actually had fun. Trey even volunteered to come again, and he's roping some more players into that. So they will have 3 this time.
Ooh. Well, another foul ball. Now, I've asked Peyton Ramsey about this earlier today, so I got to get your opinion on it. Runzas are somehow a specialty as a sandwich out here. Your opinion on the Runza sandwich?
I thought I would really like it because I like cabbage, but...
Wait, there's cabbage in those?
Yes, there's cabbage in them.
I never knew there was cabbage in those.
That's their whole marketing thing, Toby.
I thought it was just like a Philly cheesesteak, but like a Hot Pocket.
No, I can eat about half of it, and then I start to feel a little sick. So that's my opinion on Runza.
Well, it's amazing that you thought you would like it, and also that you like cabbage, because you hate just about every good food item. Name one good food item that you hate, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Well, I mean, this one is kind of current. I don't like cheesecake.
Okay, oh yeah. So Trevor, our scoreboard operator, brought cheesecake into the booth, and I love cheesecake. It's so good. Cheesecake is why do you not like cheesecake?
I don't know. I don't like a lot of pastries and like dessert items.
But cheesecake isn't a pastry.
But it's a dessert item.
So you
but I
wouldn't
don't like it.
So you wouldn't like cream cheese pie, is what I'm hearing.
I believe that is what I told you when you said you were going to make cream cheese pie.
Okay, well I didn't, but my family has a very good cream cheese pie. I ended up making shortbreads again that weren't really shortbreads. They just kind of flattened out, and they just turned into like sugar cookies.
Yeah, they were not as exciting as the first time.
As Luke Bailey stays in the batter's box with another foul ball, as we see Beatrice make an appearance from underneath the dugout, the blue unicorn on the pink stick. Beatrice, the unofficial mascot of the press box. We need to make that official at some point. You still contest that her name is not Beatrice, but her name is Beatrice.
I think her name is Hermione, to go with Harry, but...
But her name has already been claimed by the press box as Beatrice.
And you know what? I think I'll concede because the players also call her Beatrice.
Very good. We're making an influence as that ball comes inside and it hits Luke Bailey. So the bases are all loaded up, and that's going to bring Brady Ingles up to the bat with 3 strikeouts and a fielder's choice already in today's ball game. Where did you find Beatrice and I guess the other one, which is Harry, which we haven't found a creative name for yet?
Well, his name is actually Harold. It's if we're being professional.
Oh,
but we call him Harry on the daily. But we found them at Walmart in the kids section. They had no more horses or unicorns, so if you want to stop by the Walmart North Platte and pick yourself up a dinosaur, I believe. That's all that's left.
I was very intrigued by the dinosaur that when Faith sent it in the group chat. I really like the look of the dinosaur, but I do like Beatrice down there. She's adorable.
Yeah, and she'll make a great addition to Western Wednesday.
She will. That's coming up in like 4 days. I can't do math. But yeah, 4 days. It's on Wednesday when we play the Dodge City A's. As we have a bird coming into the foul cage. What is your favorite bird?
Oh, my. Well, I like pigeons. My dad has a lot of pigeons, so...
It's maybe the most boring bird. It's the most boring bird.
There's a lot of different types of pigeons. You know, the baby ones are adorable.
Well, yeah, because baby rabbits are scary. They've got no hair. They're really terrifying.
So you don't like the Sphinx cats that have no hair?
When they're supposed to have no hair, I can deal with it. But when you're expecting something fluffy and it's just a hairless slinky, it's really off-putting.
You know, baby pigeons also don't really have feathers, so
I don't know.
They're kind of terrifying.
Don't know if I like that. As the 1-2 pitch is fouled back again, we're seeing the most foul balls we have in this entire game in inning number 8. That one scares the birds off the cage. How much did you learn about the American Pipit last Sunday when there was one hanging outside the broadcast booth in Gering during the Father's Day doubleheader?
Yeah, sadly, I missed the beginning part of the bird saga, and I'm actually very sad I missed it because I was very intrigued in the bird, but I learned more than I thought I would ever learn.
The
like
1-2.
the name of it.
That ball is hit in the air to left field, moving back as Hockmer still looking up, moving towards the wall, and that ball's going to be gone. A grand slam for the Game Day Angels, the second they have hit against the Plainsmen. That is the 4th home run hit by an Angels batter in this series against North Platte for Brady Ingles. That is his 2nd against Plainsmen pitching, and this game has now gone from close to a little bit less close to now almost out of reach. It's 9-2. Second grand slam in a series, 3rd we've had. Going on to the one that was fun to call, Kenneth Sugi's. You guys were calling Legion games for that one. What was the reaction when I completely lost my mind in Denver, Colorado on a Kenneth Sugi grand slam before my radio system completely disconnected from online?
Yeah, so we were in the concession stand, and the person we usually have on PA Harmon was standing outside.
We miss Harmon.
And he was not aware we were listening to the game until all of a sudden Toby starts screaming at us through the phone. And we all kind of freaked out while we were trying to sell concessions. And everyone was looking at us like we were nuts. But I was like, we just hit a grand slam. And they were like, okay, did you? But that was a lot of fun. And then Toby just disappeared because it cut off. And then we were very confused.
The way I had it, my computer kind of perched out the window to receive a Wi-Fi signal, and when it fell back in, I would lose connection. So that was slightly problematic. Now we have the Kona ice truck out there in right as that ball is cranked in the air to right field. Moving back is Sugi. Sugi's going to look up if it's off the Sky West sign on the wall. Turning into second base is Peter Goldie. He will stop there, so a 2-out double. Have you tried any of the Kona ice flavors? And if so, which one has been your favorite?
I'm going to say something, and then you're going to get really
You're
mad.
going to be really upset right now, aren't
But
I?
I don't like the Kona ice flavors. I just like the shaved ice by itself.
The whole point of Kona ice is the flavoring.
I don't like the flavoring.
You can get any flavor you want. There's like 8 of them. You really hate everything good and decent with Kona ice. See, my favorite is the blue raspberry and the watermelon. You make like a kind of swirl out of it, and it's like just delicious. But shaved ice is just plain?
I just like ice.
Well, then what place has your favorite ice? Because you have, I guess, expressed this before.
Yes. Raising Cane's has the little tiny pebble ice. It is the best ice. Costco used to have it, but they do not anymore. And it was a very upsetting day when I found that out.
Do you think you can make that ice? Because I think it's just about how they cut it.
I think you can get an ice machine that makes that kind of ice. So I'm probably going to, eventually.
But I mean, you could probably just like use something sharp and like kind of cut it. Or just smack it small.
If I wanted to cut my finger off, I'm sure I could.
Well, I'm talking more like you hit it down and kind of crack the ice into small chunks. As the 1-1 is fouled off our way, it will land just behind the press box. So we go to 1 and 2. Is there anything you're looking forward to in the future here in North Platte, as we have about a month and a half left with the team?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully some more wins. I know 4th of July is going to be a lot of fun with the fireworks and all the stuff we have going on. But I think what I'm most looking forward to is the mini golf that I believe is opening.
There's a mini golf opening?
I think so. I think I saw that earlier, that there is a mini golf place opening on July 1st. So we will be spending a lot of time there in July.
We will. So July 1st
but
mini
you're not
golf.
Be here.
Well, we have some days off when I won't be on the road. We make our way to the bottom of the inning. 9-2, your score.
You want to join for play-by-play for the bottom half, or?
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Clear, focused eye care with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Clear, focused eye care with comprehensive optometry.
Welcome back. We make our way bottom of the 8th inning between the Plainsmen and the Game Day Angels. Are going to do some play-by-play for us, continuing the intern play-by-play segments. Liz, take it away. I can share the lineup here. You can look off the book.
Well, I know that this is Zach Knowlton, right?
You're probably the one here
Yes.
who knows the players, or at least their numbers better than anyone, because you're in the dugout the entire time.
Yeah. I got most of them down. There are a few that are a little rough, but yes. So yes, Zach Knowlton is batting. Okay, ball 1. Yay. I don't know how you do this, Toby. You just fill the silent air.
I just find a way to fill time. Sometimes it's talking about them, other times it's talking about birds, either to the amusement or dismay of the viewing audience.
The amusement for most.
Yeah, just for a very slim few, it's a dismay.
Okay. Well, the one I didn't call was a foul ball, and that was then a ball. So it's 2-1. And now there's going to be more silence.
See, I usually fill with just kind of what's going on around. I think I've talked about Kona Ice a couple of times.
Hit the ball. Oh, and the third baseman, who I do not know the name of, made an error, I think.
That is Cale Porter down at third. And we'll see how that is scored. I think it's going to have to be an error. I've got Levi's little thingy up.
The point streak?
Yeah, I'm the only person who's following along on Point Streak.
That's sad.
Levi, you have a customer on Point Streak, and it's me. You got a customer on Point Streak. It's me. You're welcome.
Okay,
it was a single.
Yes.
I guess
and now he's
so.
going to steal second off of a very interesting pitch. So Zach's on second. Kate is batting with a 1-0 count.
You know, you're already doing better than some of the people we've had up here. I think Dan's done the best just because he sits there all the time.
Yeah, Dan listens to you all the time, so he knows exactly what to
Dan
say.
has an unfair advantage because he's right there. I am excited to see how my dad will fare, to see if he really pays attention or if he just sits there and has it on.
Ooh, that was a foul ball that...
Hit the cone.
Oh, did not hit the cone of ice or the car back there.
Dang it.
It was, like, right between the two. That is so sad.
You know, when the Liberal BJs were in town, they had their bus right there. That would have hit that bus.
It would have hit the bus. We tried very hard to hit the bus.
I missed the one good thing in my life, and that was them hitting a bus. Can't do that.
Okay, so that ball was high. 2-1. We want to talk about things going on. Talk about all the children that are now, like, swarming the dugout.
This happens late in games, I notice from up here. They kind of form like
Yeah, they're getting
a row.
ready. There's still an inning and a half, though. It's a little early to be getting ready for autographs and pictures, but...
It is. But they like it down there.
They want to be first in line.
They do. I get that.
Oh, he hit the ball. Oh. And he's out at first, but he did get Zach to third. So he did his job, because his job was to get Zach as far over as he could.
Half the time they just try to move guys over. And at this point, you're just trying to cut the deficit from like 7 to 6. Your thoughts on Sugi's new walk-up? Because I was sent this earlier today, like, I don't know, 10 minutes before we went on air.
So, yeah, actually, yesterday... Oh, wait, he hit the ball.
It's going to be off the foul pole. It's gone! Buena notte! How about that for Kenny Sugi? Hit the foul pole.
Well, they got to get him the home run hat.
Who's taking care of the home run hat today? Because there's always one player who's taking care of it.
I believe it is Justin's job to hold on to the home run hat, but we need to be careful because yesterday we actually got a warning for taking it out of the dugout when Major Maiden hit his home run because NCAA rules, you know. Props must stay in the dugout, so I hope he gets it. I hope they get a cute picture with it. But back to the walk-up song.
Yes.
Ryan has a 1-1 count, by the way, people. But he actually told me yesterday. He said, Uptown Girl was supposed to be my walk-up song, and they didn't play it. So I'm glad he got his walk-up song, and he's playing well with the proper walk-up song.
I mean, he has a home run and a double under it, so maybe he just needed Billy Joel. That was the spark.
I told him that before I came up here. After he got his double, I said, your walk-up song changed, and suddenly you can hit the ball again.
He's a much better hitter with Uptown Girl. Do we need to change it for everybody in the lineup then?
We might need to. Everyone's just going to have the same walk-up song from now on. It would make everyone's life a lot easier, I think, actually, just having to play the same song over and over again, but...
See, my question is, are we going to be doing special walk-up songs when we have our Taylor Swift night?
I would like to. we'll have to figure that out.
That is a question for them. But we can force them to have Taylor Swift walk-up songs.
We can do whatever we want, Toby. But if you guys want an update, Ryan hit a pop fly, so that was the second out. And now Nick Hockmeyer hurt himself.
The second time he's fouled it off his foot today. He's got the worst luck.
Yeah, so his count is 2-1, and he seems to be okay enough to continue batting. Yeah, as long as he can get to first.
Good job, Dan.
Oh, he hit the ball. Oh, first and second missed it, so he got a single.
Just put it through that side. What are your thoughts on Santos shaving? Because I was taken aback today, and I think Corey thought he had been kicked off the team and someone new had taken his number.
I told Justin he should never shave again. And that, it doesn't look bad, it's just different. And I miss the beard. But he did say his hair grows back fast, so I'm expecting a full beard again next week.
Yeah, he looks like a completely different person, and I, for one...
Yeah, it's not Justin anymore.
Don't like it.
That's someone else. We need to give him a new name until his beard grows back.
Johnny.
I'm sure he'll love that.
It's close to Justin.
It is close. But now we have Jovan Suarez, and he has 2 strikes, which is not good. So let's hope he can do something. Well, he didn't swing the bat, and that was what he should not. That's what he should have done. So now it's 1-2.
He did a good thing.
He did a good thing. Oh, he did swing the bat, and he got base hit. Oh, is he going to go for 2? Oh, they're sending Nick home, and he is safe. Oh. So Jovan got a double, brought Nick home. So now it's 9-5, if I can count properly.
You did your math right. I just wait for the scoreboard to get updated half the time.
Yeah, you see, I'm kind of blind. I can't see that far, so got to squint.
That's a problem for you.
It is a problem. Nick.
Hawk came in.
No. He's number 8.
Good job, Dan.
Now we have Rui up to bat.
I roomed with Rui our first night on the road in Morrill. That's the town it was with the Travel Lodge. We stayed after the first game against the Pios. He's a nice kid.
Yep. I'm sure he'd be a lot nicer if he didn't have 2 strikes.
He also does snore a lot, so maybe if he didn't snore, he wouldn't have 2 strikes.
Yeah, I would not be able to live with that. I would have been up the whole time
because
I cannot sleep with people.
As you can tell from the earlier story about sleeping through a tornado watch, I can sleep through anything.
I wish I could sleep through anything, but I cannot.
When I was staying in the next 2 nights with Hockmer and Kelly, I went to bed because they were going to bed later than I, so I just went to bed with the lights on and full noise around me, and I was completely fine. I have no clue why, but I can sleep in those environments. I can't go to bed on a plane.
I think I could sleep in that environment, but it's when there's... I'm fine with noise, but for some reason snoring is not okay.
Well, I guess my last 2 roommates at college snored pretty heavily, so it was just something I dealt with.
Oh. So, Rui did foul off 4 balls in a row, and now Joe is on third after a pitch into the dirt.
Just a quick break. Rui up to bat, the 1-2, swinging a line drive caught by Cale Porter. And that will retire the side, a line out, 3 runs, score 2 on the Sugi home run. Hits off the foul pole. Liz, you want to take us into the break?
What do you want me to say?
I don't know, you just want to take us into the break?
We're going to the top of the 9th, and I think they're going to play Sweet Caroline right now, maybe.
You are right.
See you soon.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates, with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Bellwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsman home games, and please drink responsibly.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns,
Speak of it, and it will come into existence. Justin Santos, as we were talking about his new look without the beard, is now on the mound for the top half of the 9th inning, now fully embracing his new role as a relief pitcher. Matt Slowick pitches in the 8th inning. He goes 1 inning. He allows 4 runs, all on the grand slam by Brady Ingles, as this is now a 4-run ball game after the Plainsmen plated 3 in the bottom half of inning number 8. Santos will get Cale Porter. He'll get Owen Best, and then Colton Miller. Porter coming into this one, 3 strikeouts on the day, and a hit by pitch. As the meeting between Ryan Kelly and Justin Santos finishes on up. So Santos for his 2nd game of relief work. His first game came in relief of Peyton Ramsey, and game 2 between the Plainsmen and the Colts. Santos got the win. He went 3 innings, allowed 2 hits on 2 runs with a strikeout and 2 walks. And a swing and a miss at the first pitch down in the dirt, so count goes to 0-1. Santos recently transferring from Oklahoma Panhandle State to the University of Texas at Dallas. Pitch is fouled off the left side, so it's quickly 0-2. To Cale Porter. We can tell who it is when they come up here, but it's tough to see who's out there for the Angels because their numbers are powder blue with no dark outline. So they set into the white at the top part of their jersey and to the powder blue on the blue raspberry sunrise as the 0-2 is down and away, so it goes to 1-2. I'm not sure what the official name for the jersey is called, but I'm calling it a blue raspberry sunrise as it reminds me of the Houston Astros 80s and 70s tequila sunrise uniforms in orange and red. The 1-2, down and in there. Santos got him looking. There's strike 3 called, 1 man down. The 4th time that Cale Porter has struck out in this ball game, so he will go back to the dugout and put on the golden sombrero. There's 1 man out for Owen Best, the lefty. Best comes on in. He has reached base 3 times. The only time he didn't, his first plate appearance when he flew out to. As Ramsey sets on up with a 1-0 pitch, fires it on home. It is low, so it is 2-0. I keep calling him Ramsey because I think we had Peyton Ramsey on earlier. It's Justin Santos. So Justin Santos with a 2-0. It's a little fly ball to right field, putting Kenneth Stuckey back. Stuckey all the way back, looking up at the wall, and that ball is gone. It goes between the scoreboard and the fence. A home run for Owen Best, the 2nd today. That is home run number 5 that the Game Day Angels have hit at Bellwood Field, a ballpark that normally plays as a pitcher's paradise. Today, it's playing like a launching pad, so it's now 10-5 Angels. And that's going to bring up Colton Miller. The top of the order. Miller, he is 0 for 3 on the day with 2 walks. He scored in the top of the first inning. He is grounded out twice, 4-3. He has also put down a sac bunt. That was 2-3. That moved Owen Best over. Did not matter, however, as Ingles hit the grand salami. Made it, at the time, 9-2. Plainsman scored 3 in the bottom of the 8th to make it 9-5. That home run recently has made it 10-5 as the next pitch was high. So it is 1-1 with 1 out to the top of the lineup in Colton Miller. 1-1 on home is just outside, so it goes to 2-1. As Santos tries to avoid any further damage against the Angels. Next pitch is taken. That will be strike 2. He evens the count 2 apiece. He will come on set. The 2-2 home is outside. The count runs full to the leadoff man, Colton Miller. He'll be followed by James Harbison. Santos with a 3-2 pitch, swinging a foul ball off the right side over the head of the press box. So we'll stay count full with 2 strikes on him, 1 man down. Here, with 1 out, that ball's fouled off, and it will just miss the press box again, so we stay full at 3-2. With 1 man out, another full count with 2 straight foul balls. The full count pitch home. That ball is hit in the air to deep right field. Kanasugi settles under it. He will reach up, make the catch. There are 2 men out, so Santos has a strikeout, allowed a home run, and then a fly out to Sugi for out number 2. That will bring up the 2-hitter, James Harbison, who has 2 strikeouts, 2 singles, and reached on an error. The one time he has scored was when he reached on an error. As we continue our series earlier of having Plainsman interns joining us in the broadcast booth along with our players, tomorrow we're going to try and have someone else on as that ball is rocketed in the air to right field. Sugi moving back, settles under it. He will make the catch, and he will end the inning. A home run scores a run, makes it 10-5. As we make our way to the bottom of the 9th, 5-run deficit for the Plainsmen.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates, with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Bellwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsman home games, and please drink responsibly.
Bottom of the 9th, a 5-run ball game. Plainsmen trailing 10-5. Tobias Abore back with you for this final frame of action. We have a new pitcher towing the slab for the Game Day Angels, Creed Martin. He will come out the righty to finish off the side. He will come on in replacement of the 2 innings that Vincent Quintana worked. Quintana pitched 1 perfect inning. He then allowed a home run by Kenneth Sugi to right field and a single off the RBI double by Jovan Suarez, who was stranded at third. Martin, the righty, trying to settle on down, get the last 3 outs before allowing 5 runs to plate, and get win number 2 on this series, and drop the Plainsmen to 0-10 against Rocky Mountain Baseball League competition. As Martin, the righty, he will have to face 7, 8, and 9 on the Plainsman side, scheduled to hit Tucker Bond, Trey Runge, and Zach Knowlton. Bond is 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts and a double play grounded into back in the second. That was the last time the Plainsmen were in a position where it felt like they could get back in this ball game. Maybe they had it tied after the second. However, now they trail by 5, entering bottom 9. After today, tomorrow we get some special baseball coming your way. 11 a.m. between the Plainsmen and the Game Day Angels. Some morning baseball for everybody out there. Can't wait to call that game. After that, the Dodge City A's roll into town for 3 games, and that's going to be a special series for me, as my dad will be in town for all 3 games of the Dodge City series, so stay tuned for the broadcast there. As one of those games, we're going to do a very special Who Knows More About Who, Father or Son. And I don't want to talk trash to my own dad, but I feel like I know more about my dad than my dad knows about his son. Just a small dig there, Dad, but I still love you. First pitch is low to Tucker Bond, so it is strike 1. To all my family listening, please do prepare questions for me to answer if you want to see me lose to Dad. As coming set is Creed Martin. He will fire the 0-1, swinging a rocket in the air to right field that pushes Emerson back. Looking up at the wall, Emerson makes the catch about 3 steps in front of the warning track. There is out number 1. Tucker Bond, a loud fly out to right, but it nestles into the glove of Martin, and that will bring up Trey Runge, who started the day at second base, moved over to the shortstop spot after Rui Yoshida came in for Kyle McConaughey. Runge 0 for 3. First pitch, he takes strike 1, so the count now runs 0-1. With Creed Martin trying to get through it. His 0-1 pitch on home to Runge is high and away, so it goes to 1-1. Loses his hat on the delivery. I don't know where to rank Creed Martin as names of pitchers in today's game. I'd say Van Hodges is still slightly better as a name than Creed Martin, but Creed Martin is an excellent name. 1-1, fouled back, so we go to 1-2. Van Hodges, however, doesn't really work as a pitcher's name in my mind. Van Hodges does sound like a middle infielder. Creed Martin, now that sounds like a pitcher. So I think it's best pitcher names that we've seen from the Game Day Angels. Creed Martin tops the list as he'll have a 1-2 on home to Trey Runge with 1 man out here in the bottom of the 9th. Pitch is high, so we even the count at 2 apiece. Now, to find where that ranks among all the pitcher names that we've seen this season from the Plainsmen and their opponents, I have to do a lot of work flipping through my scorebook, and I don't feel like doing that right now. So it's 2-2, 1 out to Runge. Pitch is in there, strike 3 called. Runge goes back to the dugout holding the bat. There are 2 men out for the 9-hole hitter, Zach Knowlton, the Plainsman, and out away from dropping this series. That would move them to 4-17 on the year, 0-10 against Rocky Mountain League competition. Knowlton, the righty, waits on pitch number 1. He takes it low, ball 1. This is the 4th game the Angels have played that we have numbers for. They went 0-2 against the Pioneers. They are now on the verge of going 2-0 against the Plainsmen to start the year. 1-0 in the dirt in front of the plate, so the count runs to 2-0. As Creed Martin, the righty, look to end this game, get an inning under his belt in North Platte before tomorrow's 11 a.m. finale between the Angels and the Plainsmen as the 2-0 pitch is well high. So Knowlton will try and turn it to the top of the lineup with a walk. That would bring up Cade Owens, who is on deck. Owens is 0 for 4 on the day. 3 groundouts and a strikeout. Pitch on home to Knowlton is in the dirt, ball 4, so 4 pitches have put Zach Knowlton on base. With 2 men down for Cade Owens. As the Plainsmen try and get something started in this ballgame. Need a new car? Then Remus Chevy is your destination. Remus Chevy offers a wide selection of both new and used Chevrolets, as well as services for all Chevrolet automobiles. For more information, call them at 308-217-1675 or stop by the dealership on South Jefferson Street, just south of I-80. Cade Owens takes ball 1 inside on the first pitch he sees from Martin. So 5 pitches from Creed Martin in a row have all missed the strike zone, and now Caleb Consino will come out and talk to him and try and settle the final man on the bump for the Angels down. Creed Martin has an interesting glove. I've talked about fun fielding gloves by pitchers so far this season. Bryce Butterfield has a baby blue glove. Sota Indin of the Plainsmen has that banana yellow glove, which has the significance of his friend back home in Japan who had a banana yellow glove. As the 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike, so whatever the conversation was must have worked. Martin has a pretty tan glove with, the best way I can describe it is teal near Newport green as the webbing. My B's and my D's start to merge. 1-1 pitches in the dirt, so it goes to 2-1. I've been informed that it's close to robin's egg blue. I would call it mostly Newport green. It's a color you see as the trim on lobster boats back home in Maine. It is my favorite color. So if you ever get trivia about my favorite color, it is Newport green. 2-1 home is outside, count is 3-1. And Dad, if you are listening, that may or may not be a hint for you. Hint, hint. Giving you a leg up in this game. 3-1 the count, 2 out. Runner at first, Cade Owens waiting at the dish. Pitch on home, so Owens shows bunt. It skips in the dirt, skips away from the catcher. He will make his way down to first, into second. Goes Zach Knowlton with a walk. So the Plainsmen trail by 5, but with 2 outs, they're getting a rally. And now the man up to hit is Kenneth Sugi. And Sugi has come with small power at unexpected moments. He hit a grand slam against the Denver Rough Riders on Monday last week. That tied the game at 5. The Plainsmen lost by a run. He has a home run earlier. That was in the 8th inning. Sugi waits in the first pitch, takes ball 1 low and in. On deck is Ryan Kelly. He also doubled back in the 6th inning. And a day for Kenneth Sugi, who started all of this with the double against the Pioneers a week ago today. The 1-0 home from Martin is just in at the top part of the zone, so the count evens at 1 apiece. That strike was just below the Plainsman lettering on their white uniforms, which Peyton Ramsey has called his favorites. Definitely the cleanest of the Plainsman looks that they wear when on the field. The 1-1 to Sugi is hit in the air to right field. That's going to move Luke Emerson back. He'll reach up at the warning track. It's off the wall. That ball hits off the North Platte post sign. Scoring is Zach Knowlton. Down to third will go Cade Owens. Kenneth Sugi, an RBI double. Have a day. Double, home run, double after he started 0 for 2. Plainsmen trail by 4. It's 6-10. As Knowlton scored all the way from second, that will bring Ryan Kelly up to hit. Kelly has had the most power of any Plainsman batter to this point. He is batting third in the lineup. He is 1 for 4 on the day. The Plainsmen still trail by 4. It would be an immaculate comeback if they somehow score 4 more runs without getting an out against them. But they have life. First pitch is high. That is ball 1. Ryan Kelly trying to work the count and get on base. If he can, Nick Hockmer waits on deck, and Hockmer has been red hot all day long. The 1-0 to Ryan Kelly, fouled back. It goes to 1-1. Kelly trying to keep the Plainsmen alive in this one and advance it in the batting order as they have made their way to the top. The man who is warming in the bullpen for the Angels is now slowly walking back towards the dugout. The 1-1 pitch from the righty Martin is in the dirt. It gets up the line from Cancino. So Cade Owens will not test it. He will stay at third base. 2-1 the count, 1 man out. Creed Martin, if he can settle on down, trying to end this game right here, right now. Ryan Kelly would like to send it to Hockmer and extend it as far as possible. The 2-1 on home is in there for strike two. The Plainsmen are down to their final strike. 2-2 the count with 2 men down. 2 on. And 2 out. Plainsmen trail by 4. Martin sets. The 2-2 pitch on home to Kelly. It is in there for strike 3 called. Kelly will end the game holding the bat in his hand. A run scores. That is all the Plainsmen can muster as your final today. 10-6, Creed Martin closes the door on the North Platte Plainsmen. So the Plainsmen fall to 4-17 on the year. They will start 2-10 at Billwood Field. They are 0-10 to start the year against teams who play in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League. And a disappointing day for the Plainsmen, where just like last night, the bats came out to play, but one bad inning did him in, and that was the top half of the 8th inning. 4 runs scored on a grand slam hit against Matt Slowick. If Slowick is able to hold him there, this game would be tied at 6-all, and we would likely be heading to extras. But one bad pitch from Slowick gave the Angels all they needed in this one as they take win number 2. They move to 500 against the Plainsmen and the Pioneers combined on the year. The Plainsmen will get one more crack at the Game Day Angels and at a Rocky Mountain League team before officially ending their series and their season against them. Tomorrow, the Plainsmen will play an 11 a.m. ball game against the Game Day Angels. Tune in for that one as we have 11 a.m. morning baseball, always a favorite of mine back home. It reminds me of games at Fenway Park on Patriots Day. After that, the Plainsmen welcome the Dodge City A's to town for 3 games. Starting on Tropical Tuesday, then Western Wednesday presented to us by KJ's Western Wear. And then Thirsty Thursday, which is also going to be our Taylor Swift Day here at Billwood Field. The 30th, the Plainsmen will be hosting the First Responders Challenge, a charity softball game between Lincoln County Police and Fire Forces. Be sure to tune in. We're going to live stream that one, but we will not be calling it, as us interns will get drafted and play on both teams. So we'll see if I can maybe get a hit in that game, unlike my high school baseball career. And then after that, movie night at Billwood Field, and then some games against the Western Nebraska Pioneers and the U.S. Military War Dogs before making a road trip. We thank you for tuning in to coverage of the North Platte Plainsmen as they fall to the Game Day Angels 10-6. This has been Tobias Zabore, Daniel Castani along with you on the broadcast, saying so long and good afternoon from Billwood Field.